Ba 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 da ba.
Speaking of Star Wars, there was a new trailer for the Lego Star Wars game today.
Of course there was.
Oh, it's so funny.
Uh-huh.
So, do you remember any comedic moments in the Lego games at all?
Nope.
Well, they're like, we make a lot of funny jokes during the show, like when they make shows of the Lego.
Yeah. The modern
sets.
movies. Yeah.
Let's take that, then jack it up to 11.
That already was 11. There isn't an 11 on top of that.
But anyway, they have so many more jokes now that 90% of the next game is going to be jokes in cutscenes.
Okay, we'll see.
So, it's pretty funny. So,
we'll see.
all right.
Manage your
good.
stream directly from your phone, from the thing you're currently on.
All right. Hello, people. It's us Two Bros Game 9. I'm your host, Younger Bro.
I am your other host, Older Bro.
And instead of working on Pokemon Legends Arceus, I had time to work on Sword and Shield.
Uh-huh.
I can play Sword and Shield and Dragon Ball Legends at the same time. Dragon Ball Legends had an event, so
Sure.
that's why I worked on that.
Yeah.
So, I got a Shiny Trapinch.
Cool.
So, we already got that. I only need one more. Shiny Trapinch or a Vibrava, and I'll have my Flygon.
Yep.
I also got another Shiny Jangmo.
Yep.
And I got a Shiny Salandit, but this is my first one. However, I'm evolving it because it's female, and when I egg hunt it, I think I'm egg hunting it, I'm not guaranteed to get a female. So, I'm evolving it.
Hello, Shadow Dash.
Hey, Shadow
How you
Dash.
doing?
Alright, so, I just want to show you guys my bag here.
Uh-huh.
So, I have the same amount of money as last time, but I've actually spent a lot. When I started the other day, I had close to 8 million, and I spent that much money.
Boy.
Yep. So, this is how much rare candies I have now.
Yeah, you have too many. You don't need...
I'm just
all
making
this.
sure.
For what?
It takes like 30, sometimes 20 XL candies to level up something to level 100. And also, I might just level 100 all my Pokemon just because I can.
You won't have enough. Oh, you're getting a new internet provider. Well, hopefully it's better than the last internet provider.
I think it's only going to cost 1 to evolve Jangmo.
With unlimited data. See, Shadow Dash, I don't trust that. Because they say unlimited, and by that they usually mean
I'll take Dragon Claw.
10 gigs and then
don't need Scary Face.
no, and then effectively 0 gigs. Because, internet service providers are not very good at actually providing an infinite amount of internet. They're only good at providing some internet.
Okay, I took 2.
So, but
There
I
we go.
hope that your experience is better than my experiences have been. So,
But yeah, I remember struggling finding this shiny.
but at least you don't have to pay for specific amounts of data. Especially if you use a lot.
Like, guys, you don't know how hard it is to shiny hunt Jangmo-o.
The Hakamo-o, however you pronounce this thing.
Like, in Sun and Moon, it's so bad because it can kill itself pretty quickly.
Hakamo-o, right.
I got
Hakamo-o.
100 HP exactly.
Oh.
Alright, I know it's only going to take 1 for Salandit because I think it evolves at level, like, 32, 34.
Yeah.
So, just 1.
Dragon
Dragon
Pulse.
Pulse, okay.
Oh.
Don't need that.
I mean, Smog's a decent move. It poisons the enemy. It's just not toxic.
Alright, I'm getting Shiny Salazzle, which does look better than Salandit. I normally don't evolve a Shiny I didn't have. Like,
But given this is one of those Pokemon that it has a...
it can only
it can
evolve.
female evolve.
Yeah, only the female evolves.
Yep. Yeah, that is actually a much better design.
Yeah, I love the Shiny.
It looks a lot better.
It's so good. Fire Lash.
Yeah, it takes a whip and, like, hits you with it. And it's on fire.
Well, I can get rid of Ember.
Fuck Ember, we have Fire Lash.
Oh, dude, love it. So, if yeah, so those 2 shinies were from the same guy, Dad Shinies. He 100% hacks them every time. Because all of these are from him. Except the Electivire that I shiny failed. That was actually a random encounter.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So, yeah, guys, I did shiny fail something else. I shiny failed an Electivire. It literally broke out on the first shake. So I looked up the best Pokeballs to use in raids, and it's actually a Dusk Ball, because apparently raid dens count as caves.
Apparently.
So I'm wondering if the Dusk Ball is also better, like even better, at night when you do raid battles.
I don't think so.
I don't know if that stacks.
I don't think that's how that
I'm
works.
not sure. But
I think it's at night or caves. Where it's like, so night caves are just still cave.
Yeah. So, anyways, we'll get another shiny Salandit in the future. It might be the near future, because I don't know if I have it in Egg Hunt. I don't, so I must be able to find it somewhere.
Yeah. But yes, usually with those kind of conditions where it says, like, you know, at night or cave or whatever,
Yeah.
what it usually does is it runs a check and says, is it night? And if the answer is yes, it stops checking.
Yeah. Okay, guys, so also, I have updated my color. I have a blue color scheme now. I wanted it white and blue, but
Good luck with that.
the only way to do that is if I use the other bike.
Uh-huh.
And I use that bike for my sword game.
Whose
so,
fault is that, man?
I mean, I can switch bikes. I can have the dark bike on my other game, and I can
Uh-huh.
have the light bike on this one, but I didn't because,
Reasons.
yeah. So I'm just dealing with black and blue colors, so fuck it. They are blue colors. The
Yes.
younger bro colors also fits better with this character, so
Sure.
boom.
Again, all the people in game don't have to be that character. Although in this case it's Poppy, so it also works that it's blue. So you know what, whatever.
Poppy normally wears either a black top, navy blue top, or white.
Yeah, which works with all this. So
Yeah, so
whatever.
good enough.
It's fine.
Good enough. Oh, I hate Snuffle so much. It gets in the way. Just give me a shiny Snuffle at this point. I don't have one, so I'll take it. But
I like how all the shinies you found are not Pokemon from this game.
no, all those things I keep finding in raid dens are Pokemon that don't originate from this game. Yeah, that's true.
It's like,
Well,
are there even any Pokemon in the raid dens that are from this game?
Yeah.
Alright.
There's
I was just gonna assume that they just were like, well, if you want to find the shinies in this game, go play the game.
like I go after every raid. Like I
Oh.
think there can be a raid of almost every Pokemon, but not all of them.
Yeah.
Like there are colossal raids. There are Grimmsnarl. Those are the two I see the most.
Well, and those are for the Dynamax ones, aren't they? Because they
Gigantamax, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They come with the full
Well,
Dynamax energy.
there is the Gigantamax version, but I've actually seen the normal Pokemon more
Yeah.
common.
But the ones you get out of raid dens are the ones that have max Dynamax energy already, right? Usually.
No.
No. Alright.
There are some that are max. That's usually when you catch it, Gigantamax.
Alright. It's the event ones and the Gigantamax ones.
Pretty much.
Gotcha.
Unless it's the fossils. Fossils aren't max.
Okay.
Well, maybe I think it also depends on how many stars it has.
Uh-huh.
I think if it's there's a premium raid and there's a normal raid. I
Yep.
think if it has premium raid, if it's a premium raid and it has 5 stars, I'm pretty sure that's max.
Yeah.
But if it's a normal 5-star raid,
Yeah.
I don't think
don't-
too many of them have max.
I don't like the phrase premium raid.
I mean, I don't know how. The only other way I'd call it is like a gold raid because it has a gold background instead of a
Yeah.
white background.
A max raid.
Yes, so
I know. I just don't like that phrase because it's like it it just makes me think of, oh god, imagine the Pokemon Company being like, yeah, you can do these premium rates with premium currency, which you can only get within
There would be
microtransactions.
such a backlash.
There would be, but it's just like that. That's why I bristle at that name alone, just from the. No.
Yeah, no.
Look, Game Freak doesn't actually need any more money on these games. They already
make
sell
enough.
you 3 versions of the same game, or 2 versions with DLC.
Oh,
So
GameStop has a new policy now, or at least the people selling the Pokemon games do.
okay,
If you buy both the games, or at least pre-order them with $5 on each,
yeah,
and a double pack comes out, they will automatically upgrade you to the double pack.
that makes sense. You're basically buying it
Yeah,
anyways.
and they didn't do that the last 2 times.
Yeah, but
so,
they did tell you that now.
Yeah, they told me that
that's
now.
their new policy.
But I'm still gonna call them just in
I was gonna
case.
say, given the fact that you've literally been lied to by GameStop employees about their own products,
Yep.
yeah.
Oops, didn't mean to count
Look,
that
guys,
up.
let me be very clear on this. I don't like GameStop going out of business because there is no other real game retailers other than GameStop anymore. They are basically one of the only ones left that aren't just like a Walmart with the latest releases. If you want old releases, you basically have to go to GameStop.
I mean, Walmart has like a clearance section for games too.
But it's not that big. It's not a real game store.
And
There are really no major game stores anymore that aren't GameStop.
Yeah, what's funny is sometimes Walmart does sell games cheaper than GameStop.
Yes.
But I've seen GameStop sell like $40 games for like $15. But
Yeah.
probably mainly because it was pre-owned.
Yeah, exactly.
Because one of the Senran Kagura games I have, like that was a big deal for that franchise. Like it was, it was a remake of like one of their first games.
Yep.
And I looked up how much it was. It was like $70,
Yeah.
$80 online, and I bought it for around $20.
Yep.
So I got lucky.
But no, like, I say all that. I say that I do like the idea of GameStop existing, but I don't like the idea of GameStop as it is currently managed existing. GameStop managerially sucks. Like, I like the idea of a GameStop existing that is not necessarily run by GameStop.
So you want better GameStop?
Yes, I want GameStop Plus. Also, GameStop, please do not introduce GameStop Plus.
Also, guys, I do have a couple more extra shinies now. I have a couple extra shiny Bagon or an Eevee if anybody would like to trade me. I have more things to offer. See the list.
The list. You must see the list.
I'm thinking of starting to link the list in all of the shiny hunt videos, starting with Sword and Shield. So I'm not going to do it for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee because
Sure.
we didn't have it then.
Whatever.
But
I also assumed that you'd be putting, similarly with the video I'm currently editing, where
Yeah.
you talk about a certain list. I also just assumed you'd probably put that in the description of that video as well.
are
Not necessarily the shiny hunting list, but the other list.
you talking about the post?
Yes, that you also mentioned in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like same kind of thing as that. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that way they don't have to go through Discord to find that list.
Yep. Yes, exactly. As long as it's owned by Two Bros Game Night or like one of the accounts that is specifically not a personal account, it's fine.
Yeah.
I
I mean, I still need them to message me through Discord when they want to set up a time.
yes, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, Discord or Messenger.
Yeah, well,
I prefer Discord.
but no, speaking of messages, Tokyo has the greatest designs better than New York.
What does that mean in terms
of what?
Yeah.
Designs of what?
Anime?
The city? Like, the heck you talking about, Shadow Dash?
The heck are you on about?
Anyway, speaking of random messages, I did get, because I was, I can't, to be vague, the game that we were trying to record this morning.
Yeah.
The ones that the messages wouldn't stop showing up on RetroArch, they don't show up on Dolphin Emulator because there's literally a setting that says disable message pop-ups, so they should no longer appear. The city, the bullet trains, everything. Okay, yeah, I mean, Tokyo has some very good designs. Like, no arguments.
My mom just texted me, hey, younger bro, a Pokemon card sold for $400,000. It's like, I don't care. Like, I've seen Pokemon cards go for more than that.
It's just like... Look, she's trying.
To me, it's like, you might as well start collecting Pokemon cards. Like,
yeah, it's like she's trying. But yeah, like no, yeah, it's. Yeah, I do wish that there were better. I wish that the U.S. had more unique designs in terms of like buildings and architecture and like all kinds of stuff.
have you heard of Mount Rushmore?
Well, I'm meaning, I'm not talking specifically, like, thing. I'm saying that, like, for Japan, their buildings and everything are based on their culture, and they all feel unique and cool. Whereas in America, all the designs feel very boring. Like, you can go to any town, and they're always just these very generic brick-mortar stores.
That are square.
Yeah, that are all squares. And it's just
Squaresville, I tell you.
It's like, this is not very... I mean, yeah, it's very American in that it's kind of dull and uninteresting to look at.
Like, some of our best building is usually near, like,
bigger cities.
Art museums, bigger cities. Or just our national, like, monuments and stuff.
So, like, we've several national monuments that are cool, but it's just like... But if you try to go into, like, New York City and you're like, oh, I want to see some cool buildings, it's like... No, you mostly see square buildings with maybe some glass on the outside.
I mean,
but that's it.
New York has a few, like...
Yeah.
Standout, like, buildings, like the Chrysler Building.
Yeah.
I think Grand Central is a little...
It's still called the Chrysler Building? I don't think it is. I think they renamed it. So I don't think Chrysler owns it anymore.
The new tower.
Oh, the one American Trade Tower or whatever.
Yeah. Statue of Liberty.
Well, that's French.
Yeah, that's fair.
What's one of our most iconic monuments, the thing that's like the most unique, is French. We did not make that. Also, as a reminder, it's supposed to be brown.
Yeah, wasn't it brown originally? And then
it was made of copper.
Yep, and then it turned green.
Rusted. So now it's green.
I mean, I sort of like the green one.
I was going to say, it's one of the rare times where it's like, this thing rusted and looks better than it was unrusted. In Japan, there's a train called the Sun Express. It's basically a train hotel. Yeah, in Japan, they do have overnight train compartments and stuff.
That's cool.
For, like, for travel. Then again, I don't even understand why Japan has that, given that Japan's not that big.
They probably have a lot of visitors.
I guess it's just that people... Because... People in Japan do travel at all times of the day, so I guess it's just for nighttime travel. Because they don't have, like, trains that take 24 hours to get anywhere. There's gotta just be for, like, nighttime.
Yeah, from what I understand, like, they have one of the fastest trains in the world.
They got pork cutlet curry flavor. Look, Shadow Dash, yes, I'll agree with you, the food's better. Our town does not have a ramen shop, and I am very upset at it. It's like, I would buy this. Just... bring it to our town. We have a college here. Do you know how many kids would walk to your building to eat ramen and curry and pork cutlets? Just fucking exist.
What's that one service that sponsored Nostalgia Critic? Panda Express?
Yes,
No.
the Panda Express. Check out today's video sponsor, Panda Express.
It was something express.
No, it's HelloFresh.
Yes, HelloFresh. Yeah, order from HelloFresh. Your sushi and ramen. Yeah. I guess I really want
I
some
do
Panda
like
Express.
Panda Express, but I don't think they sponsor videos.
You'd be surprised who sponsors videos now.
No, I know that like a lot of companies do, but I don't think Panda Express is one of them. I don't think they sponsor things.
Like, I've seen a sponsorship by Wendy's.
Well, yeah, but look, I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying I don't think they do. I don't think the company sponsors people. It's like, it's not that it's impossible for them to. I just don't think they want to.
Maybe they're just not big enough yet.
They are very big. They're one of like the largest Chinese chains probably in the world. But
I mean, who wants to be sponsored by the Chinese?
okay, I don't know if you're trying to be racist or trying to bring politics into our gaming, but stop both.
Just for everybody out there, that was a joke. I don't mean that literally. I mean, we'll take a sponsorship.
I don't
from
mean it
Panda
literally.
Express.
I mean it metaphorically.
We need sponsorships, man. We're a low channel that can't get any subscribers. Hey Timmy, you want to see how to increase our subscriber count? Woof.
Yes, because you know the one way to get more people to subscribe to you is have ads.
I mean, Timmy, people love doggy videos. God, I haven't done a Sparky impression in so long. It feels like a suit I never have the occasion to wear. I still have that shitty image of Sparky that we got.
I know. I manage the folder with all of our impression characters in them.
Yeah, I think I'm up to like 20 impressions now.
Yeah. That reminds me, I need to make a new video of, or I need to make it take one of our clips and reverse it.
Oh.
Because I was putting in I was taking one of our clips, or I was using one of our regular clips.
Excuse me.
And during one of the times where I was getting a bit of a headache, and I flipped it around and I was like, oh, this actually works a lot better for this specific moment than the video going forward.
Yeah.
It was like, perfect. I'll just reverse that.
We rarely clip ourselves with something because we don't
Yeah,
have.
why the hell would we clip ourselves?
I guess we aren't
Look,
that funny yet.
We don't clip ourselves. Look, you don't meme yourself. Other people meme you.
And then they send you that meme.
Yeah, like, we could use a meme of ourselves, but we're not going to make that meme. Someone else makes it, and then we use it unironically in the moment that they were talking about, probably.
I should ask Croc to make memes of us, because
No.
I know he'd do it. Like, he's one
Don't do it unnaturally. If we become a meme, I want to be a meme because we said something that warranted becoming a meme, as opposed to just somebody randomly being like, I'm just going to create memes of this channel because they asked me to. That's disappointing.
Two Bros Game Night, racist shits.
That's not a meme. That's cancel culture.
Cancel culture.
This is also a bit of a joke, guys.
We have to point out that's a joke or else we're going to offend someone in the audience, man.
Probably.
If we offend you, we sincerely apologize.
I'm just shaking my head at the fact that you're doing an impression while saying that.
Oh, actually, it wasn't. I was just making a funny voice.
I mean, that basically was still the Sparky voice.
Worf! Hey Timmy, is racist an instrument?
See, okay, actually going back to the food momentarily though. The one weird thing about having a Japanese restaurant though would be that they would have to sell omurice, and I don't actually know if any Americans would eat omurice.
Omurice.
I don't know. Look, I mean, I say that, but yes, they would. Let's be honest. I've literally eaten potato chips with ketchup on them before, which is like one of the weirdest things in existence.
Potato chips with ketchup.
That was literally a question that somebody posed at our company lunch.
Yeah.
One of our employees is the joke about him is that he will literally just take a bottle of ketchup and eat it. Like he will just eat the whole ketchup bottle.
I mean, why not? It's tomato.
So yeah, so somebody literally asked, like, would you put ketchup on those chips? So I was like, oh god, I actually did that as a kid. But yeah, so absolutely, people would eat omurice if they sold it.
It wouldn't surprise me if there are chips that are like ketchup flavored.
Oh, absolutely.
Like that's gotta exist.
I mean, chips are generally potato, or like have potato. They're potato-based chips, and so if you can put ketchup on potatoes, then you can put ketchup on chips, I suppose.
Ketchup on the chips.
Talking about the omurice reminded me of something, and now I can't remember what it was. Dang it.
I love when that happens, where we want to talk about something and then immediately forget it.
Oh yeah, so all the time. You wouldn't be a professional anything, or a human being. In fact, you wouldn't be a human being if you didn't walk into a room and immediately forget why you were walking into that room, or talking about something and immediately forget what you're talking about.
Can you guess how many Scorbunny we've went through?
In this stream already?
No, overall.
Oh, I don't even remember how many. We usually go. I've got no clue because I don't even know how many we had last stream.
It's funny, we just hit 400 and this is our 4th stream.
How's that possible?
I know, we usually go through about 100 something to 200 every stream.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're 3-hour streams. How the hell does that work?
Don't know.
We're way behind.
I don't even think I had anything extra last stream.
I
so
was literally,
what the hell?
yeah, I was literally going to guess something along the lines of like 600 to 800.
No,
At
I
minimum.
know it feels like that, but no.
Maybe even 1,000, but like
Yeah, we're not even there yet. Like
I have
1,000 is
no
around
clue.
10 streams.
that's insane. That doesn't make any sense to me. Our numbers don't make sense.
Yeah. And guys, Scorbunny is gonna go into the thousands. I have a pretty good feeling about that.
Yeah.
Well, I have a pretty sure feeling about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, if we're comparing it to like Grookey numbers, oh fuck yeah.
Yeah. We'll see.
Well, Grookey, the first one I got lucky. I got it literally on like the 10th or the 12th egg.
Yeah. Something.
Something like that. And the next one I got around 1,000.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
An insane number.
It was around 500, I think.
Sure, whatever.
And then the next one was around 1,000.
Yeah. Who knows? We have no context for how long this will take.
I mean, we do. I mean, that's why we did, you know, an egg hunt at the beginning of the series, and then...
We have no idea which one of these numbers is more close to the average.
I also like how we went after 2 Pokemon on the same route, like one after another.
Yep.
Like,
You might as well just start on Route 1.
I don't even remember why I went after Nick. Right, because I didn't have Sobble, so I'm like, well, fuck it. I want Nickit now.
Sure.
uh,
That makes sense, I think.
Like, I wanted Nickit so bad. Wow, a brilliant Snuffle.
Well, the game's just tempting you now. Like, oh, you wanted a shiny. Well, have we got the deal for you?
And this one's shiny. No. Yep. I want it to be. It's not.
No.
Yeah, again, guys, like, people do shiny hunt in the wild area. We need to make sure that we have the weather every stream. Because
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we can have the same weather every time.
Yeah, I don't know. Here we go. Younger bro now has to deal with this.
I don't. Yeah, I don't care. They're getting released. Thank God it wasn't a whole party. Motherfucker.
Hell yeah, it is.
It's
Hell yeah, it is.
six,
It's level 16.
level fucking 16. Uh-huh. Keep telling yourself you're gonna evolve, you're not.
I don't think I've seen the Pokemon the Pokemon stopped evolving screen in literal in over a decade. Because I never have a reason to not evolve a Pokemon.
I know. And egg hunting, I don't need it unless I want a shiny. I don't know what's the evolution of Scorbunny again. Reboot.
Yeah.
I don't need a shiny Reboot yet. I don't
Yep.
even have one shiny Scorbunny.
Yeah.
Like, guys, we are still on 1.
Mm-hmm.
This is stream 4.
Yep. Oh!
Like, I'm really paying attention to the ears because that's what's
Uh-huh.
gonna tip it off.
Yeah.
I know it also has a shine effect too,
Yeah.
but it's so much better to try to tell, you know, before the shine effect.
Sure, sure.
Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I didn't even put it in the console.
Well, yeah. We didn't know if we'd need it. Now we don't.
Goodbye, Scorbunny.
Goodbye, Scorbunny, and hello, nurse.
By the way, guys, so my mother did get me some Pokemon cards.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, I don't know why, but I have extreme amount of luck with Sylveon in the Pokemon card
Sure.
game. Because I got a Sylveon Evolving Skies pack. Like, Sylveon was literally on the cover.
Yeah.
And I open it up and I get a Sylveon V. I'm like, are you kidding?
Uh-huh. Of course you did. Just of course.
Because you seriously, like, in, I think it was the 20th anniversary set.
Yep.
It was one of the mythical Pokemon boxes. I got both the full art Sylveon EX
Yeah.
and the normal Sylveon EX
Yep.
in the same box.
Yep.
I should probably put New Super Mario Bros. Wii.
Yeah, we don't play that anymore. We've been done with that.
Uh-oh.
What the shit just happened?
Me ejecting the disc switched the screen. So you're gonna have to give me a second.
Hello, Wii U.
Hello, Wii U. I forgot that that's on. Well, let's just fix that. Down.
A flash of Wii U.
Well, it's actually gonna be more than the flash because I have to reset the thing. Give me a second, guys. See, this is why we need the thing. I need to disable that. There is a way for me, guys, to disable that from auto switching, but I don't like to do that because it's difficult to
Program
remember.
it.
Yeah, it's difficult to program it. I don't remember how to do it.
But there is a way.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing a way to disable that.
Yeah, like, guys, I have to the same Pony Bros that do the switching automatically.
You don't need one. Why you get two?
One for HDMI slot 1 and one for HDMI slot 2.
Oh, God.
Because that's how many consoles I have that use HDMI.
Oh, God. Disgusting. Now, as a reminder, guys, we do definitely recommend Pony Bros. Especially if you don't have too many things. I mean, obviously, you could get something that's bigger.
But the problem is, if we get bigger than what we have, it gets more expensive.
Yeah, exactly. So it's very good for the price for like.
It's like
I think
50
it has like five.
bucks.
I think it has like 5 channels or something.
6.
It is 6 channels. I thought it was only 5.
I think so.
No, it's only 5.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it feels like
Because
6
one
with
of them
both
is the
of my...
one of them's the out.
Yeah. Yeah, it has
Yeah.
6 plugins just...
Because this has on the controller 5 numbers, so you can just click the channel you want.
What is this game doing? This is the second time where it's not giving me the last egg on time.
It's angry that you switched to the Wii U,
Must be.
which I now have to unplug because it's turned on.
Finally.
Excuse me.
Okay, this should not switch because I turned the power on. Or like replugged it back in.
We missed the shiny. That'd be funny.
Okay, it's still off. Good.
Yeah, we
'Kay.
need it off.
Yeah, perfect.
Snuffle, fuck off. Like, Snuffle and Cutie Fly are some of the most annoying Pokemon.
This is what I get for putting games away that I forgot to put away. I screw up our recording!
Bwah, bwah, bwah.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Like, the reason I don't hug this wall is because I'm afraid I'm gonna hit it.
Yeah.
Like, I need a pretty large space to go in a circle.
Yep.
And I can't consistently keep that space.
Oh, no. Yeah, the turning radius of this bike always feels like it's changing. That was one thing I made sure to do when I was setting up the controller on Dolphin.
Yeah.
You can actually calibrate it to like see like how far you can set up. Like you can obviously set up like a dead zone where like it doesn't move until you get to a certain point. But the big thing that I made sure of was to calibrate each stick to be like, here's how far the stick actually goes, as opposed to like the square box that it says it can go in. So hopefully the controller will have like very good controls.
Yeah, going back to speaking about Lego Star Wars.
Yep.
Do you know how long it took them to finally release this game?
It's been a couple years now, hasn't it?
Since the last Star Wars movie. That's when they announced it.
Oh God.
And it was supposed to come out like that Christmas.
Oh God.
Yeah. That's how badly it's been delayed.
Oh yeah.
I've
Doesn't surprise me.
I've been waiting for it, and I can't wait.
I honestly, I wouldn't have surprised me if they soft canceled it and didn't even they just didn't actually release it.
But yeah,
if they have made new trailers and like, yep, here it's coming out. It's like, okay.
I just think it took longer than they thought it was going to take.
Well, there were many real world reasons why they also had to be delayed. So
Yeah. So it was supposed to be a 2022 release.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, it was supposed to be a 2021 release, and it got delayed to 2022.
Yep. Yeah. Well, at least we're going to get it. And then we can finally start our first stream.
I think it was supposed to come out the day Kirby did. Then I think it got delayed again.
Uh-huh. They might have literally delayed it because of Kirby, actually.
Yeah.
They're like,
Oh wait, Kirby comes out that
Yeah.
day. They're not gonna play us.
not even kidding. They actually probably wouldn't.
Yeah, because I know this because I had it written on my calendar for the day
Yep.
Kirby came out. By the way, guys, I had played at least an hour of Kirby.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Yep.
Like, guys, it's my first Kirby game, and I gotta say, I made a good choice pre-ordering it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I've been wanting to get into Kirby for a while, guys. Like, I've been wanting to get into Kirby ever since Wii U Smash Bros.
Yep.
Like, I didn't have a big interest in Brawl, but then when the Wii U game came out, I'm like, you know what? I want to play a Kirby game. And then older bro finally plays a Kirby game for the channel after a couple years.
Yeah. I really, yeah. Don't worry, guys. We got more coming up.
Yeah, we got a hell of a lot more games. Like,
Yeah.
one of these days, I'd like to get to a Metal Gear game.
Oh, yeah.
I have.
One day.
I think I have all the games except one and the one I'm avoiding.
Yeah.
Like, I'm missing two. It's just I'm avoiding, what is it called, Metal Gear Survive or something like that?
Yeah, the not a real game.
Yeah, so I am never playing that. And if someone got that from me, I might burn it.
Yeah, it's... Don't encourage Konami. I mean, look, at least Konami made a game. It's an improvement.
But in all
no.
honesty, if someone got it for me, I'd probably just permanently shelve it and never play it.
Look, yeah, there's a reason that people just assume... Well, okay. How's the best way to word it? It's... It is my personal belief, and it is the belief of other people as well, that Konami is not a real video game company. That they have not been a real video game company for a long time, and maybe never were a real video game company. And that they are probably associated with some Yakuza clan, and that they earn money for said Yakuza clan. This is unprovable. I have no evidence of it. No one else has evidence of it. And, yeah, it's not defamation for me to say it is my personal belief, regardless, that is the case. And I believe that because Konami seems to only give a crap about gambling machines, and have seemed to have forgotten that the main characters from the machines that they make were in video games, and that's the reason why people care about them. Like, people tend to care about their slot machine characters because they were in video games, and they keep forgetting that, well, that means we need to keep making video games. Like, again, assuming I am correct, and they are just a front for the Yakuza, I would just say to the Yakuza that they are fronting for, it would make you more money if they made good video games of these characters and kept people invested in those characters that then make you money in slot machines and also video game sales. Like, so, yeah, I know that appealing to the Yakuza is not something that's, well, one, not a good idea. Because, again, they are a criminal organization. And I don't actually support the Yakuza. I don't think anyone supports the Yakuza. But I'm just saying, if they do, in fact, run Konami, I would request that they make better video game decisions when it comes to the iconic characters that, you know, is in Konami's very incapable hands. And if Konami is not run by the Yakuza, then I would make the same appeal to Konami. Well, actually, I'd make an even better appeal. At this point, Konami, why don't you just sell off your characters to another company that could make your games better, and then just only deal in the casino rights for those characters? Yeah. Like, I've gotten into debates with people about this, because it's like, Konami doesn't make video games for these characters. And there is no way that is a positive decision for them. Like, they made Metal Gear Survive, and everyone hated it because it was Metal Gear Survive. It was a terrible concept of the game. It's like, there is no way on Earth that giving your characters to a different company, under the condition that you make good games for them, and that Konami keeps the perpetual right to make slot machines from those characters, and that, like, the other company doesn't get any revenue out of it or something, would be a net benefit to Konami. They make more video games that increase, desires in those characters. And assuming that Konami makes the deal correctly on the slot machine rights, they get the perpetual slot machine rights to the franchise, and all characters spawn from it. So that means they get new characters that people care about, which has to improve their slot machine sales. So it's literally everyone wins. Again, you could write in a waiver that's like, if you make bad video games, we can revoke the characters from you. Or something. Like, just fucking sell your characters off. Please. You are bad at maintaining them.
Going back, speaking of Metal Gear, I think I had Metal Gears 1 all the way up till Metal Gear Solid 4. I think it includes the 8-bit games, like Metal Gear 1 through 3, and then Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, it includes the
4.
original Metal Gear.
Yes, I think so. Like, that's how big the collection I have is.
That is, holy crap.
Yeah.
But yeah. I am glad, though, that there is a Castlevania collection, finally.
Yeah, I thought Metal Gear Solid 4 was on the PS4. It's not. It's on the PS3.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why I got the collection, because it's like, well, 4's not on the PS4.
Yep.
Might as well get the collection on the PS3.
Yep.
But Metal Gear Solid 5 is on the PS4.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if it's on the PS5.
Yep. The last good game.
Yeah, and I don't know. Like, there are 2 other collections I'd like to have.
Yep.
And that's God of War and Devil May Cry.
Yep.
I know Devil May Cry has one on the PS4. And I'm not too sure about God of War.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen collection 1 through 3.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, there's a God of War 3 remastered.
Sure.
So I only need a collection of 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But I don't think that exists on the PS2.
Probably not.
Because they're on the PS3.
Yeah.
The collection's on the PS3. But I don't think they had a collection on the PS2.
Nope.
I'd have to look it up.
Yep. Anyways, I'm gonna go and get something else to drink, so I will be right back.
This is why I get 2 waters now.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, to be fair, you enter my room before we stream. I'm already in my room.
But yeah, guys, games I want to play really badly for the channel right now is Devil May Cry, God of War, and Metal Gear. But the problem is, most of those games are streams. Well, maybe not Metal Gear like the first 3 games. I think I can record those. But yeah, I basically can't have any more stream interruptions this year. Like, right now, the only game that could interrupt anything that we have going for streams is Xenoverse 3. That's pretty much the only game that would interrupt. And Xenoverse 2 is still coming, guys. I'll go ahead and confirm there is going to be a Season 2 of Xenoverse 2 And what I mean is I'm going to put Xenoverse 2 in the mobile slot, and we're finally going to complete all the parallel quests with friends. What else was I going to do? Right, I wanted to do the rest of the Battle Coliseum. So, I'd also like to finish that at some point. I can't do the Battle Coliseum right now because I just don't have the money to do that. Like, I literally need to spend money on the Battle Coliseum just to have a good enough team to beat it. I thought if I maxed all my current characters, I could, like, win by, like, outpowering every character. Apparently, I can't do that. So I have to get, like, a very strategic team in order to beat the rest of it. Because I think I have the Vados fight and then a Gogeta fight, and I think that's it. But they might have added some more fights after Gogeta. I'm not sure. Feel free to let me know, but I mean, there are a couple other random Time Patroller fights that we still have to do, but the big ones, like for story, is Vados and Gogeta. Those are the last two I remember. Who knows? Maybe Ultra Instinct Goku is a boss fight now, and it's after Gogeta. But I don't know. Yeah, there's some other games I'm also putting in the mobile slot, like Red Dead Redemption Season 2. At some point, we're gonna do the online stuff. GTA 5. GTA 5 is gonna have its PS5 release in a couple months. Like, it's not that far away. So I can finally play PS5 Season 2. Like, we're going to do GTA Online on the PS5. I'm going to have to play and beat GTA 5 again, but I'm not doing that for the channel. I'm going to do that on my own time. Like, I've already done a 100% playthrough on the PS3, so. And it's not that I wouldn't be against doing GTA 5 again. It's just, if I do GTA 5 again, I'm going to 100% it again. And I don't want to do that for the channel because I've already done it before. So I think I'm just going to deal with what we have with GTA 5 right now. And yes, guys, GTA Online will be put in the same playlist as GTA 5 because to me it's the same game, just the online content. Same with Red Dead Redemption 2. And the only reason we didn't do it before is because I don't have friends that can stay for the whole stream. And also, I cannot record any multiplayer games down here. Like, I tried recording Apex Legends with my friends. Like, that was going to be one of the next mobile series, and I couldn't. So now Apex Legends is delayed.
Delay, we have been delayed.
You know, Older Bro can tell you that I cannot record anything that involves online down here.
Yes, that is very true. He cannot.
Like, I've tried, like...
He can't. I assure you, he can't.
I was able to record, like, 2 Xenoverse videos.
Yes, and,
But
No.
Then I just kept having consistent crashes. I'm like, I can't deal with this shit.
Yep.
But yeah, what series are you wanting really badly on the channel right now? Like in terms of like a type of video game, like you
what
want,
kind of video game?
yeah, like I said, God of War, Metal Gear, and Devil May Cry.
Yeah. Let me think off the top of my head. Mother is a series I'd really like to get on the channel.
Yeah.
Fire Emblem.
Yep. You wanted to do Fire Emblem all year last year. I remember
Yes.
that.
It's still not anywhere near our list because I don't even think it's. I still don't think I've actually put it on the list. Like I have the series itself, but I haven't like divided up the games. There might be one or two on the list.
I know we have a two-player Fire Emblem game, the Fire Emblem Warriors, but
Yeah, and we do actually. I did buy a Fire Emblem game specifically for the channel that we still need to play.
yep, the Fates collection.
Yeah, although that one I have to emulate. But I do now actually own the special edition.
Yeah. And I'm gonna get that version too. And
Good damn luck.
I might sell the one I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can add it to my list of my ones of sell.
Well, I have like 5 or 6 games I have to sell right now because I have a different version of it.
Yep.
Like Kakarot, I have a PS4 one.
Yep.
And
I need to add a lot of my games onto my like eBay sale list or whatever.
Yeah, here's the thing. I know Kakarot got on the Switch, but I was so surprised that I never heard anything about it getting on the PS5. Like, it looks so good on the PS4 that I'm like, and also it was released pretty close to the PS5. I'm like, why didn't it get a PS5 release?
I don't know.
Oh, and
Good question.
And they are still updating the game.
Yeah.
Like, they just added multiplayer to it.
Interesting.
I'm not sure if that means like a co-op story mode.
Yeah.
And if it does, the only way you could do it is with 2 PS4s, not the same one.
Yep.
And I don't have the money for another PS4 right now just for us to do that.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that shit.
Plus, the only way we'd be able to do that is if I played upstairs and you played down here.
Fuck that shit.
And also, we can't do that because, again, we can't do multiplayer online.
Yep. Yeah, no, we actually did check off a lot of series. A lot of, like, major series that I was wanting on the list this year.
Yeah, I know, like, Kirby.
Yeah, I did want Kirby on the channel pretty badly. Yeah, we got through Mega Man. Like, we got a Mega Man game on the channel, which I really wanted.
Yeah.
We got a Yoshi game on the channel.
Yeah, when we did Mega Man, I thought we were going to do, like, one of the first 3 games, but we did...
No.
Star Force.
Yes,
series.
because Star Force... I prefer the story-driven Mega Man games over the platformer games. Like, the RPGs over the platformers.
Yeah.
So I actually prefer the Star Force games, and I don't own the... I owned one Battle Network game, and I'm waiting for them to make a Battle Network collection. Because I'm 99% certain they're going to do it.
Yeah, Mega Man... Star Force.
Yep.
Guys, I have the mod we played,
Mhm.
so I have it on my computer whenever I want to play it.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm gonna play it soon though, because we just ended it.
Whatever.
But I like the RPG style of it.
Yeah.
I just don't know how I feel about the fighting.
That's fair.
Like,
I definitely like the fighting. I think it's like I enjoy the fighting style in the game.
Like,
but I can understand other people don't.
Like the story, I loved. Like,
Yeah.
reading the story, I enjoyed that.
Yep.
Great. But I just don't know how to feel about it.
Yeah.
Because I don't like a lot of, like, card-style based fighting games, including Pokemon.
Well, see, the thing is, I wouldn't call this a card-based game. Not in the same way that, like, Pokemon trading card games and stuff are card
I know,
games.
but...
Because I would argue this is more similar to...
like, you can control the character, but it's only on, like, 3 rows of, like...
Yeah. Exactly. It reminds me a lot more of, like...
Like, it's a strategy
Yeah,
type
it is a strategy
game.
It absolutely is.
And
but, like...
Yeah, and I just don't like the strategy part of it because I'm not good at strategy, really.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Pokemon. I just go with the strongest moves and just power my way through it.
Look, it's not an impossible strategy to have. It's just that it's easily defeated. So.
Like, I'm sure when I get to Pokemon Trading Card Online, the game, like, I'll learn more about the game and I'll get better at that, but there's just not a lot of card games that you can take the time into understanding before just like playing a video game version of it.
Yep. But yeah, I do actually have written down some of the more normal Mega Man style games. So those are coming up.
But yes, continuing about card games, there are only 2 that I'd play for the channel, and that's Pokemon TCG and the Dragon Ball mobile card game.
Yep.
Yeah. That's about it.
But yeah, so in terms of other franchises, there's had it on here. We already have those games. Yeah, we already have Kirby. We already have Pokemon, although not exactly those.
We don't have many other side Pokemon games.
We don't have a lot of the side games. Yeah, exactly.
Like, guys, I really want to play Poke Park for the channel. Like, really fucking bad.
Yeah, it's on our list.
Like, I'm thinking we just ignore Pokemon because there's just so many games of it.
There always will be.
Yeah.
But,
like, I want to say some of the big name series we just can't help.
We can't, but like, we still will try.
Well, specifically with Pokemon, we got so many Pokemon games I have to import because I played a lot of them.
Yep.
Like, I'm thinking we just ignore that and just play Pokemon games at the same time.
Yeah.
I know we don't like to do that, but
yeah, I'm gonna hold off on agreeing to anything like that. Anyways, yeah, I already said Fire Emblem. Professor Layton, Phoenix Wright are 2 franchises that I really want, because I love those games.
Yeah, like, I've only played one Professor Layton game, guys, and I liked it. It was the time-based one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, again, I found that literally on the sidewalk, one random gay, one random gay, yes.
One random gay person.
One random day.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was...
If you find a random gay person on the sidewalk and, like, not standing, like, laying, like, beaten or something on the sidewalk, you should be calling the police and not stealing their copy of Professor Layton.
Yeah, but, it's a severely damaged game, and it still works. Like, it was... DS games are built like a brick. Like,
It depends. Sometimes they are, and other times they will just break. If they're crushed, they can be easily crushed.
Like, I played probably more than halfway through that game, and it was still working fine.
Yeah, no. The game doesn't necessarily like stop being read easily, but in terms of like crushing the cartridge, it doesn't take that much. What was the other ones? What was another one? Neptunia, I've already said.
Yeah, Neptunia.
And there was another one.
We have Senran Kagura on the channel already, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
Not necessarily with the first choice of the game, but
Yeah.
Like, trust me, guys, there are a lot better games to send on Kagura than the one we're playing now.
Yeah, there's a lot of other games that I'm excited for, like, not necessarily upcoming, but, like, later on. But a lot of them aren't big franchises. So, and one that I am excited about, but I don't know how it's gonna handle is Rayman.
Yeah, Rayman. Oh, yeah, we haven't played Rayman, have we?
No.
Yeah, and everybody knows my, like, I've said my piece about Fossil Fighters. Like, we're finally gonna play it, and we're gonna play it sometime this year. I can't wait.
Yep.
Like, that's probably the series I want the most on the channel right now.
Oh, here we go. Here's some of them. Oh, yeah, and obviously, It'll Do. That's the other franchise I couldn't think of. That'll be on not too long. Once I redo the schedule again.
Yeah, guys, I know I list off a lot of, like, PlayStation series, but I started with PlayStation, so...
Yeah.
Like, even though I started with PlayStation, I haven't played a lot of their, like, major series. Like, Ratchet and Clank, I just got my first game Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got the new Ratchet and Clank game.
Yeah.
Like, I think one of the only major games I've played was Crash.
Yeah.
That's about it. I mainly played, like, movie video games and Cabela's games. And Cabela's is not a PlayStation-only, like, studio.
No.
Because I either play Cabela's games on the PlayStation or I play them on Nintendo.
Yep.
And honestly, I should play them on PlayStation because I kind of don't like how it plays on the Wii, but I always play the newest version of the game, so I deal with it.
Yeah. It is weird just looking at how many games we've gone through already.
Yeah,
Because it simultaneously feels like a lot, and it feels like not very many at all.
Well, we beat our games, that's why.
Yeah. So, holy crap.
Yeah, we can't help that. We've gone through, like... I don't even think we've gone through 100 yet.
It's gotta be getting pretty close. Because, I have 26 Let's Plays and 18 streams. You have 33 Let's Plays and 27 streams. And these are not active. These are not counting the ones we're doing right now. This is just the ones we have finished.
Yeah.
And you also have 23 mobile games. So it's like that's got to be pretty close. I'm pretty sure that is over 100 series.
Yeah, we must have just went over 100 series.
Yeah, I can see.
Like, yeah, guys, I've definitely done more content for our channel, but that's because I've been at this for a while.
Yeah.
Like, I was already on YouTube for 5 years before Two Bros Game Night, so
Yep.
I'm going on my 10th year anniversary on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, given that these 5 years have been just a repeat of the last 5 years, I don't know if that counts. Okay, we have...
Here's the difference, though. I have better equipment on this channel than I do on the last.
That's true. Okay, so if I can ignore the first... I can ignore the first 12 videos on this list. Because those are not games. So if I ignore the first 12 videos on this game, or on this list, That would be...
Do we have Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Shiny Hunts as finished?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm just making sure we had that as a category or whatever.
Wait a minute, hold on. I had to recalculate. Minus 13, so minus 13. So, we have had 123 streams that are all finished.
Stream specifically?
Series.
Series, okay.
123 series that are not, that are games.
And that's not counting...
That is not counting the anime, that is not counting any, that's not counting the card opening videos, the hot take videos, the trailer, the update videos.
Trailers.
Yeah, it's not counting anything that is not playing a video game.
Well, Sonic Unleashed probably shouldn't count either.
Well, I count that as done. It's like... But, like, in terms of series, we're not actively recording right now. And this also doesn't count any series that we have finished since January. Because the list cutoff date was January 31st.
Okay, so we have finally
22.
gone through 100
So we're
series.
over 120 series.
Okay. But yeah, guys, I am happy with doing mobile series because I do enjoy some mobile games.
Yeah, and I don't.
Yeah, plus it gives me something else to do for the channel.
Yeah.
Because I do like editing my own videos and,
yeah,
recording them.
Yep. Alright, guys, it has been an hour. I'm gonna run the one of two ads that we do during the week, and also get something to drink because I am a bit tired and a bit sore throat at the moment. So we will be back in a minute.
Yeah, like, imagine if you also had to edit the mobile series I recorded.
I've thought about it. I have thought about. You have to understand, when you first did mobile series, my intention was you'd edit it and then I'd re-edit it because I'd assumed that you just wouldn't do it that well. And through both faith in you and my not having enough time to go through them, that has never happened.
Like, I
Never.
wouldn't edit it so shit that it wouldn't be, like, watchable.
Well, no. I'm not saying that, but like, I'm gonna have different standards than you are on what's acceptable and not acceptable in a video, given that we're different people. So, that's all I'm saying. But yeah, no.
If I can come up with something that would be funny, like clip in other things,
Yep.
like I can throw in clips and like
Yeah.
put on end credits like this.
Yep.
Like, I have edited videos before.
Exactly. So it's like, yeah, through my knowledge that you do know what you're doing, and again, the fact that I don't have time to edit everything myself.
Yeah.
I have just been. I have given up. And I gave up many years ago.
Like, I mean,
So,
if I can't get to a series and I need it edited, I could ask you, but I don't think we've gotten there yet.
we have not.
Like, I have all the time in the world now, besides work, so.
Yep.
I shouldn't have any difficulties except the difficulty I'm having right now.
Yeah.
Like, guys, I'm recording the next series, and the way it plays is I can't play it every day. Like, I wouldn't have enough content. So I can only maybe play it like once a week.
Yep. Yeah, and this is also a good way of like This is a way where you can record multiple series at once, because, like, as we have said before.
I do have another series that I am recording.
Yeah, on the days when you can't record the
when
other
I
one.
can't record the other one, yeah.
And this is a good way of being like, yeah, well, I can't record that series, I'll switch to a different series. Because there are a lot of mobile games out there where it's like you can only record once a day, because there just isn't a lot of content. And some that, like this one, where it's you can only record once every, like, week, or, like, every 3 to 4 days or something. So, yeah, this is a good way to be like, okay, well, I'm going to record this series, and then I'll record another series, because this one's also got shitty timings, or I can just do it whenever.
Well, like, I do play a lot of, like, time-based games, like building, town building games. I do enjoy that. I enjoy it a lot. But there
aren't that many good town building games.
It's not that. It's just the game I'm playing now just doesn't have enough things to do every day.
Yes. And that is intentional.
And so far, this is the only game where I've had that problem.
Yeah. A lot of these games do that very intentionally. Like, the point is to not give you enough to do.
Here's the strange thing about it.
Yeah.
Literally the same company that made the game I'm recording.
Yep.
Is the same company that made the Jurassic World the game.
Mm-hmm.
And that has enough to where you can play it literally hours.
Yeah.
That's if you have enough, like, dinosaurs.
It's because companies have begun realizing, or they have come to the realization, I shouldn't say, they have come to the idea that the best way to handle these games is to give you very little to do. Because their mindset is, if we give you almost nothing to do, you have to play the game for more months. And that means more opportunities for you to get exhausted waiting on the random shit to happen, and more chances for you to pay them money to make the time go away.
Like, that's why
it is a disgusting business practice.
And that's why I love Legends. Like, Legends, I could probably play that for a year straight with the amount of shit that it has on it.
Yep.
Like Legends to me is the mobile game that everybody wants. Like, yes, it's a gacha game, but it has so much for you to do. You could play all day and still have stuff to do tomorrow.
Again, I think mobile games are fundamentally failing. And I don't mean it because they're gacha games. That's not what I mean. I mean, that is one of the main reasons why they are absolutely failing.
Not all of them are gacha games, though.
But the vast majority are. Right. And that's the problem. So many of the games are gacha games that it's near impossible to find any games that are popular that aren't gacha games. But, because here's the thing, guys. If you have any knowledge of the video game industry, there are a few things that you know, that you will immediately know. One of the big ones is that when it comes to handheld games, Nintendo is unbeatable. No company has ever made handheld games to compete with Nintendo and successfully done it. Sega tried and failed. PlayStation tried and failed. Xbox wouldn't try because they knew they'd fail. Like, they literally were like, yeah, we're not doing handheld games.
Yeah, and
it's, to be fair to Xbox, handheld is not their primary audience anyways. Their primary audience is, like, adults. So they don't feel that adults want handheld games. They want, console games. And that's whatever. But yeah. No one has successfully beaten Nintendo at making handheld games. And the problem is, and the reason is because phones, like, mobile games aren't trying. If mobile games, if Apple and Google decided tomorrow that their policy was going to be you cannot have transactions within your game, any game, that if you make a game on your platform, it has to be sold for a price, and you cannot pay any more money for that product. Outside of, like, you could get maybe, like, an expansion pack that, like, added on new levels or
Yeah,
something.
you're talking about, like, DLC.
Yeah, outside of literal, actual DLC. Not abusable DLC, but, like, what is actual real DLC? Outside of maybe that, if they released a policy that said, no, you cannot spend any money in-game on games. Or, in a game to, like, buy stuff. You literally have to be buying a new application every time. And all the games are designed that way. What you would basically have, in theory, is you would have basically Game Boy Advance games. And I guarantee you that they would cut very heavily into Nintendo's market share. Because that's what people want. They basically want the ability to pull out their mobile phone and play what is basically a Game Boy Advance game. If Nintendo understood that, they would have fucking destroyed the mobile market. If they literally just... Imagine if Nintendo made a app store, well, in quotes. They made, like, an app that allowed you to buy ROMs of their games, like their Game Boy Advance and DS games, and you could play them on your phone. It's not like that doesn't already exist. Moemon and shit already is on app stores.
Yes, but here's the thing. There is a GBA emulator, but it is not official.
No, but that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
you can play actual Game Boy games on phone,
Yes.
but it's an emulator.
But that's what I'm saying. Just imagine if that was Nintendo's like handheld market. If they went into the mobile market, that's how they did it. Not Super Mario Run and all the other shitty, basically still gacha
hate
games.
Super Mario Run
Like,
with a burning passion.
They are all still gacha games. But just imagine if Nintendo's policy was, no, we still believe in our quality guarantee, and we want to make mobile gaming as good as our platform. And they made all their games just, we're going to sell you a ROM of our Game Boy Advance games or something. Or make, like, games of that quality. There's a lot of indie games out there that are still made like Game Boy Advance games and like DS games. They are still pixel games. They are still, like, very not hardware intensive. So many developers are still willing to make those kinds of games. If Nintendo would sell those games on mobile, and you just, played the mobile game was literally just a Game Boy Advance game that you played on your phone, yeah, the App Store would fundamentally break. Nintendo would fuck over the mobile market so hard that gacha games would be near impossible to sell on the platform. Because people would see, hey, look, here's a good game. It costs $25 or $30 or whatever, but I don't pay more money for it. I pay once, and then I own a fucking game, and it's on my phone forever. And I play the game, and I enjoy the game. And I don't have to worry about coming back to it in 3 days because I've run out of fucking tasks in the game because the game doesn't allow me to play more of the game.
Yeah, I want to say one of the only actual games on phone that is huge is Pokemon Go.
Yeah, and Pokemon Go is still a gacha game.
In a way.
Fundamentally. It still has microtransactions, but, at least it's better than the other games with microtransactions because you can at least play the game without paying at all.
Here's the thing. Pokemon Go you can play without paying at all. Same with Legends. It's just people pay more money because they want the new units.
Exactly. But, so I have to give credit to Niantic where it's due. Niantic made a game that you pay money not because you're waiting out fucking timers, but because you just want to support the fucking game. Like,
and
good for Niantic. You made the only acceptable microtransaction game ever made.
And
It doesn't make microtransactions good. It doesn't make them acceptable in general, but you've made the only one that people could accept. Every other one should be burned off the fucking earth for how shitty their business practices are.
But that's how I also feel with, like, Legends.
Yeah.
Because, again, maybe I'm not expressing it enough.
No,
Legends
yeah.
is an actual fucking game.
Yeah. No,
like, it has its own story.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait for anything except adventures. Adventures are... You get rewards after so long, but it's not like a mandatory part of the game.
Yeah.
It's an extra thing that if you're low on items, you can adventure and you can get these items. So that's the only. So besides adventuring and training is worthless. Like there's no real reason to do it except for some items that are some of the most common items in the game.
Yeah.
There's just no wait time.
Yeah.
You play the game for as long as you want, because they reward you so fucking much. Like their stamina. So, like, when you first start out, like, you know, you're not going to have... You can't really play it for, like, more than an hour.
Yeah.
But once you say... Like, you can save up your stamina. Like, I have over 2,000 stamina.
Yeah.
And because I have that, I can play Legends... the whole story, like, for days.
Yeah.
That's if I wanted to, but I'm saving up for, like, increasing a character.
Yeah.
But I don't like how you have to increase characters because it takes so much of your resource to do it.
Yeah.
Like, not even kidding, there's a... So, to make your characters better, it's called a Zenkai Awakening.
Yeah.
And... one Zenkai Awakening character could tank 3,000 stamina.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, it's not. I'm not gonna say that Xenoverse or not Xenoverse. That Legends hasn't done like. Doesn't have better mechanics than some mobile games, but again, it's the point of the game still fundamentally has in it built-in systems where you have to wait, even if it's not necessarily you can save it up and not wait later. You have to wait to save it up to play it later. It's like...
But again, you get rewarded... Like, stamina is not rare. Like, you get rewarded stamina on a daily basis.
Again, it's
But it does take a while to save it up.
Yeah.
But, not even kidding, I could save up 1,000 stamina in 1 week.
Yeah. Again, it's
So
it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, they've got better systems than other games. Good on them. But again, it doesn't matter. I don't want to play I don't want to go on the App Store and play a Mario game where I play World 1-1 and then I'm told, "Hey, you can't play World 1-2 because Toad fell asleep on the fucking road and it'll take 5 hours for somebody to move him." Like, it's just a shitty... And that's basically what every one of these fucking games are.
Mario Run is worse, because I've played it. I played all of World 1, and I collected all the coins.
Yep.
So I'm moving on to World 2, and it's like, oh, you can't get to World 2 until you pay.
Yeah. And again, that's
ludicrous.
Yeah, that's at least... I'm fine with that in theory, if it was just a pay up front. Like... If it was just a pay $20 up front to play the whole game, then that's fine. Like, I don't care if they have... I don't technically care if they're like, this is the expansion. It's the rest of the game. Pay $25
It's not even DLC. That's like it just came like that. I'm like, no.
Yeah, again, that's not a good practice either. But I'm at least more willing for that of like... Because... I know why they did it that way. Their reason for doing it that way was the first bit of the game is the demo. Because Nintendo's in their mindset of, we release a demo,
it's a
you play the game.
You can't play all of it without paying.
Yeah, because that's the thing. It isn't a free game. It is I think it's like $20 or something. I actually don't remember how much it is.
I don't remember.
But like, let's say it's $20. It's the first few levels are free because that's the demo. to play the rest of the game, you pay the full price.
Here's what's
It's not a free game.
and here's what pisses me off even more.
yeah.
The other games that are on Nintendo don't do that.
Yeah, but the other games on Nintendo are gacha games.
Shuffle is pretty much gotcha dang.
Yep. Game.
Dragalia Lost definitely is.
Yep.
I know there's an Animal Crossing game, but I think that's a
Happy
puzzle.
Home Designer. It's
No, it's not Happy Home Designer. It's something else. But
oh, yeah, I don't know it then.
I think it's a puzzle game, so that one's fine. But I don't know if it's similar to Shuffle. If it's similar to Shuffle, then it might as well be a gotcha game.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because Shuffle definitely is one.
Yeah.
Okay, I say Shuffle is a gotcha game, but you unlock characters the further you go.
Yeah.
So, I'm not sure if that's a gotcha game rather than unlockable
Well,
game.
we're not using gacha correctly.
It's a
but
puzzle game.
yeah, it's
The other one is Cafe Mix, but it's also on the Switch, so I might just play it on Switch.
yeah.
There's Pokemon Quest, but I'm like, why would you play that on mobile and not Switch? But
Well, what really annoys me, and I've not confirmed this, do the games on the Switch have the same monetization as the games on the store?
I don't know.
Because that's gonna be quite unacceptable.
I
to
know
me.
Shuffle does.
Yeah, that's very
Like,
unacceptable
the
to me.
DS version is pretty much the same as the phone version.
Yeah.
Like, the only difference is, you're playing it on 2 screens rather than 1, but...
Yeah.
So, Shuffle is...
But all the Pokemon Shuffle games are basically the same.
I am not sure about Quest, or
Yeah.
Cafe Mix, because I haven't checked it.
Yeah, it's almost like we haven't had any fucking interest in playing their mobile games, because, they have actual real games to play.
I want to play Quest. I'm not sure about Cafe Mix. I mean... It looks cute. I'm not against playing it, but the only Pokemon game I absolutely will never play is Unite.
Yeah,
And
it's
I think
it's a MOBA.
And Unite's on the mobile,
Yep.
too. So I'll also play. I'll play Pokemon Masters.
Yeah,
That is a gotcha game. That's 100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one I know it is.
but yeah, it's like
But I don't know if it's like Dragon Ball Legends.
But yeah, just
Gotcha.
imagine if Nintendo's policy was, well, people keep uploading all these fucking Pokemon ROMs to the App Store. How about instead of just deleting them all and then doing literally nothing else, why don't we just put Fire Red on the App Store so that people would fucking buy it and not need the fucking ROMs?
Because we have it on the 3DS.
Yeah, but who fucking cares? As long as they're paying the same price, who cares what platform they're buying it on? That's the fundamental problem. It's like, I get Nintendo's policies. We want people to buy our consoles, and that's fine. But there are people who own phones. It's literally a free market you already have. As long as the games are like just emulations of the previous games, as long as they're years old.
Like you can play them on phone. I've done it.
Yeah, it's like, and that's the point. It's like, let me be very clear on this. I am fully on board with Nintendo saying, hey, we're going to have console generation exclusives. And what that I mean by this is specifically, when they came out with the Wii, they had the Wii Shop. And the Wii Shop had, like, NES and SNES games on it, basically. But it didn't have Nintendo 64 games on it. It didn't have GameCube games on it. I'm fine with Nintendo saying, like, we're going to have, like, 2 console generations back. So, we're currently on the Switch. So, we're not going to put any Wii games on our, like, any of our platforms. And we're not going to put any Wii U games on any of our platforms.
Unless they remaster it, probably.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, we're not going to make, like, a Wii shop, or, like, a,
Yeah, one of like the Super Nintendo thing that they got on.
yeah, we're only going to go up to, like, GameCube. And any games before that we'll put on our store. But we're going to leave a generation or 2 back where the only way to play it is on the console, so that people will still play on console. I'm fine with them doing that. That's fine. But after that point, what the hell's the harm if you sell a Pokemon Fire Red ROM on a mobile phone instead of selling it on your 3DS? Like,
Yeah,
at that point, who the fuck cares?
Like, here's...
You've gotten all the sales you're gonna get out of the physical hardware. Just sell the damn ROM.
Like, here's the thing.
You want to kill emulation? Look, you want to kill emulation? You want to kill piracy? Like, you shouldn't try to kill emulation, but Nintendo, you want to get rid of piracy? Provide the fucking product people are pirating. Like, people are pirating all your fucking old game ROMs because you won't provide them. Nobody wants to pay $250 to get the special edition 3DS,
Fates.
like Fire Emblem Fates, because you only made like 150,000 of them, or however fucking many you made, for no damn reason. I do not understand why they had a fucking physical copy of that special edition, and that wasn't just the main fucking game. Like, it is so damn infuriating. And they've never done, well, okay. Yeah, I don't think they've ever done it since. I think every Fire Emblem game since has been one game.
Yes.
It's just like they realized after that game, people got so pissed off that they couldn't do it ever again. And they never will again. Same thing as why they're never going to make multiple versions of Mystery Dungeon anymore. Because people got so pissed off at them for doing multi-versions of
Darkness.
Time, Darkness, and Sky. And it's like, this isn't Pokemon. I mean, it is Pokemon. It quite literally is Pokemon. But this isn't the main series games. We don't accept this. Make one fucking game. Capcom got this exact same thing when they tried to make Star Force be the new Pokemon by having 3 versions, and people got pissed off at them. And so they made 2 versions, and people were still pissed off at them. And then they made 3 versions for the last game, and everyone just said, fuck it, just stop making these games. And so they stopped. Again, I liked the games, but even I admit they should have made 1. People wouldn't have been pissed off at them if they made 1 single game. If they made the DX mod the main game, no one would have been pissed off at them.
But yeah, going back, speaking of Pokemon, I'm
Yeah.
going to purchase the Game Boy games that they have on the 3DS.
Yep.
Before the eShop goes down.
Yep.
But everybody's predicting, oh, we're gonna get like a collection on the Switch, and I'm like, I could see it, but the way I'm seeing is like how they have it on the eStore on the 3DS right now. They're gonna release them one at a time, starting maybe with Red and Blue. They're gonna have an emulated version of
them. I'd expect you're right.
Yeah.
People are hoping for that because they desperately want Nintendo to actually learn something, and Nintendo doesn't learn things very well.
Like, guys,
and this isn't to be clear, from everyone I've ever heard of, it is not Nintendo of America that's the problem. Like, in terms of, back when Nintendo was, like, copyrighting all the fucking, like, music from their games and all the videos from their games, because they didn't understand that marketing was a thing. They didn't understand that people playing their games might actually be a benefit to them. Apparently, the big YouTubers, literally, they had contacts at Nintendo of America. They had people that they would call up, and Nintendo of America would have to go to Nintendo of Japan. Like, they would literally have to call up somebody from Nintendo of Japan and be like, yeah, can you please release the claim on these games? Like, Nintendo of America themselves don't like Nintendo of Japan's policies on their own copyrights. Nintendo of America is fully well aware that Nintendo of Japan's policies on their copyrights were bullshit. And they also didn't like them. So this is not even a whole Nintendo thing. This is Nintendo of Japan. Because Nintendo of Japan is run by old men who don't see video games in the same way as anyone else. They look at video games as toys. Because they were a toy company. And every single decision they've ever made is because they used to be a toy company. And if you view them like that, a lot of their decisions make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
But they don't make sense as a video game company. Nintendo of America understands that. Nintendo of Japan doesn't.
But yeah, as much as I would like to see a physical copy Pokemon collection,
They're never gonna make it. Never.
if we do get a collection, it's going to be a digital bundle.
Yeah. And they probably won't do that either.
Yeah.
Because again, the Nintendo knows that people will buy every Pokemon game individually for near full price every single time it's re-released.
Like, I think there are actually digital bundles of Heart Gold, Soul Silver on 3DS.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that.
Yep.
But, it's only available for, like, a limited time, though.
Yeah.
Now it's all separate.
Yep.
Like, I think it's, like, first few weeks that they had the bundle, and then...
Well, and the bundle probably
went
just
away.
the bundle probably just gets them both games individually. So you're still buying the games individually. It's just that you get
Yes.
you pay the price for
both games.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like it's not really a bundle so much as it's just getting two apps at once.
I mean, now we got physical bundles.
Yeah.
Which are fucking nice. I'm like, yes, this is one of the best decisions you've made, Pokemon Company.
Well, I mean, yeah, they know people are gonna buy both games anyways. Might as well just sell them as a set of both games.
Like, it'll actually surprise me if they
But
don't
yeah.
do it for Scarlet and Violet.
Again, just to be very clear on my policies on this, Game Freak is so successful because they managed to make one franchise be the only franchise everyone will accept buying the same game multiple times. Literally, Game Freak is the only company that makes this policy acceptable. If any other company does it, and they've tried, no one accepts it. And everyone knows that it's like, yeah, like Pokemon fans and the world over has just accepted that Game Freak's gonna sell 2 Pokemon games that are functionally exactly the same game except for
Exclusives.
some few exclusives when they could just sell one game and not have exclusives. And everyone knows that it is basically just Game Freak. Like, it is basically the old school version of a gacha game. Game Freak fundamentally pulled the wool over everyone's eyes and said, you're going to accept this, and we have. But we won't accept anyone else doing it. We've drawn the line at 1.
Okay, here's one fundamental thing. Yes, this is, by definition, a gacha game in a way.
Yeah,
But
again,
it's-
we're misusing the term gacha,
Yep.
but yeah, it's
It's a collecting game.
yeah.
And
Yeah, I mean, yes, it literally is a gotcha game in that.
gotta catch them all.
Yeah, in that the point is to catch them all, but it's not a gotcha game in what gotcha games are.
Yeah. And
It's a monster collection
You
game.
literally can get every Pokemon for free by yourself, including some shinies.
Yeah.
Not all of them, because
Yeah.
they made the stupid decision to shiny lock shit.
Oh, yeah. No. And Jim Sterling was, when he was playing Pokemon Go, or Pokemon Let's Go,
Yeah.
he even called it. He was like, just be thankful. Be thankful, world, that Game Freak knows not to take the piss out of their franchise. Because he's like, it would be so easy for them to say, hey, you're shiny hunting this Pokemon. Want to pay $5 to boost the shiny odd rates to 1 in 20? And people would do it. People would accept that. And it is not okay for people to accept that. But if
like
Game
even
Freak
I
did
would
it,
accept it.
if Game Freak did it, people would do it. And that is scary. But Game Freak have withheld themselves. They're already the biggest media franchise on the planet. They don't want to ruin that. I don't know how they're the biggest media franchise on the planet. No one does. If you think people knew, then other companies would be emulating them. They don't know how to do it.
I want to say it's the concept of collecting all the Pokemon.
It is the concept of collecting Pokemon, and the other thing is that the franchise is scripted to hell. As in, like, the timetables on releases for everything are so tight to make everyone constantly be thinking about it. That's why the cards are released at the exact times that they are, and the games are released at the exact times that they are, because they're going with the ebbs and flows of when people's interests are. And so they release this they release the remakes at the exact times, and they coordinate the anime to be at these exact times to match up when the remakes happen. And so they have, like, going back to Kanto moments at the exact
They're good
same
at
time.
promoting themselves.
Yeah, their promotion skills are 150%. Like, this game franchise is marketed to hell and back again. And no franchise has ever been able to do it the same way. And none ever will again.
Yeah, like, Digimon can't even do it. Not even
No.
Dragon Ball can do it.
Nope. Yeah, because as I said, Digimon also had the misfortune of having a convention on the same day as Pokemon released their big news of their anniversary. So they announced their new games on the same day that Digimon was having a convention. There was a convention happening, and Digimon was releasing information about a new movie, and it was like, oh, you sad fucks. No one saw that, and no one cared.
Not even me.
Like, and again, that is obviously hyperbole. I know people and have met people who do care about Digimon more than Pokemon, and I know why they do, and I understand, like, I even on some level agree with them that the Digimon anime is probably better than the Pokemon anime, and that they're, like, that fundamentally it is better to have, like, one special, like, Pokemon that is your only partner, that you have, like, a genuine relationship with, other than, let's just catch literally everything on screen and throw it in a box and never
like,
talk to it again.
Like, my go-to partner is Gardevoir. Like,
Yeah,
that
like, fundamentally, it would be a better Pokemon game if you had just one Pokemon that you chose, that you did the entire adventure with, and you didn't have any other partners, and that everyone else just had their one.
Guys,
And
if they made a game like that, I would choose Gardevoir every time.
Yeah, well, the thing is, they have made a game. It's called Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. You just don't get to choose from every Pokemon in the entire franchise. That's what Digimon is. It's basically Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, but without the push of Pokemon behind
Yeah,
it.
like, I know Shadow Dash. He talks about a Digimon game a lot.
Yeah.
I think it was one of the new ones on the PS4.
Yeah.
Like, he talks about it, and I'm just like, I'm interested in Digimon Shadow Dash, but
Yep.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I have no Yeah. I mean, here's the thing, I probably would.
Like, older bro has a better understanding than me.
Never watched the show, but I understand.
But, yeah, I'm happy you got...
I had the misfortune of trying to make a video, or trying to make a storyline in a game with my friends about Pokemon and Digimon becoming one universe, and so I forced myself to learn about every Digimon design. So I understand Digimon to a degree that I should not understand it.
But yeah, Shadow Dash, like, cool, you got this Digimon, or cool, you've beat... Like, I understand what he was talking about.
Yep.
Like, I think it took him a while to beat a certain battle.
Yeah.
And he was very happy about it, and he told me about it.
Yep, but you're like, I am very excited for you. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, like, I had no idea about, like, the characters he was talking about, because he was
Just
spelling...
start out.
He was spelling them out for me, and I don't even remember them.
I could probably name several off the top of my head, like Kokabateramon and Palmon, and hold on, I'm trying to think of some of the big ones. Seraphimon is always a big one.
Like, I only know some of the main ones, like, mainly from the death battles.
Yes.
Like Agumon and...
Yep.
What was the fox?
Renamon.
Renamon,
Yeah. Renamon, the rookie Digimon that really should be a champion. Which is kind of the problem with Renamon. Or actually, I think it might be the opposite. No, I think it's the opposite. I think Renamon is a champion-level Digimon that should be a rookie.
Damn.
Because its normal form is, like, completely garbage. Or, no, maybe I am right. No, it is a rookie, and it's the strongest rookie, I think, and it should just be a champion, straight up. It just shouldn't be
Yeah.
a rookie. Which is the problem.
But yeah, guys.
I don't remember. It's one or the other. But yeah, no, I have made my peace, and I will continue to make my peace for the rest of time. Yes, Pokemon has the better game franchise because people want to collect things.
Yeah.
Just giving somebody a like that's why all kinds of gacha things work. Because you want to know why gacha games continue to be like some of the biggest fucking mobile games and why they keep happening. It's because people have looked at Pokemon and said, "Well, here's how to do what Pokemon did, but better." The way we do it better is we give you all the Pokemon, but we make you pay to get all the Pokemon. And now we earn infinite money, and you still get Pokemon.
Yes, still speaking about Pokemon, like, the reason I like Gardevoir so much, like, for a long time I didn't really idolize Gardevoir. Like, I think I might have used it on my Sapphire team, but it was only for Sapphire.
Yep.
It was when I saw Erlen's videos that I'm like, and suddenly I like Gardevoir so much now.
I have no idea if this is sexual, guys, so I'm just gonna... I don't think
No,
it is.
she gave a certain likeness to the Gardevoir character. Like, her YouTube was basically about you ask Gardevoir questions and she answers.
Oh, yeah. I've seen some of those. Not her, but, like, I've seen
comic strips.
I've seen channels do stuff like that.
Yeah. So,
I mean, that's basically why I like Sonic Song 182. Because we're going to be the entire cast of Sonic. And we're just going to answer your questions.
But yeah, Erlen, the Gardevoir YouTuber, or she might as well have been.
Yep.
She is the reason why I like Gardevoir so much, and why people, if they sent me a Pokemon trainer card of myself, they would put Gardevoir on that card.
Yeah. But yeah.
Like, if they didn't put Gardevoir, they'd either put my favorite Legendary or my favorite Mythical, and my favorite Mythical is Meloetta. She'd be on my team, but I can't have Meloetta in this game because not in the game.
Yep.
So, the next one would be Keldeo.
Yep.
And I don't know if Cresselia is a legendary. Like, I do really like...
Cresselia's, well, again, I stopped distinguishing between legendaries and mythicals. They're the same thing. So, for all intents and purposes, they're exactly the same thing. So,
yeah.
Yes, it's a legendary. I mean, actually, it is a legendary because that, isn't that mission... Can't you get that in-game without an event?
I know you can in Black and White, and I know you can in Arceus, but and you can in DDSP. So I'm assuming in DDSP, if you can get it in that game, you can probably get it in the original.
I believe you can in the original too. You can't get Darkrai, but you can, I believe, get Cresselia. So
yeah, so
it is a legendary.
I have to admit, I do like Fairy and Psychic type Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that is one fundamental problem that they keep having in the Pokemon franchise.
I don't even know if they changed Cresselia to be a Fairy type. No. Even though it looks like a Fairy type.
Yeah. If there's any, there's a lot of people that have talked about like what types should be new types. If you ever created a new type of Pokemon, what type should it be? And there's two different ways. I think there's two different ways that you could approach it. One of them is like people have always suggested a light type because they're like, well, we have dark type, we should have an opposite of dark type.
But that's technically normal.
Sort of, yeah. Given that it's evil type and not really dark. Yeah. But one of the things that this is my mindset when it comes to creating types, or it's at least my mindset when it comes to creating egg groups, because this is literally what I did when I created egg groups for Pokemon. If you create a type or you create an egg group or anything, it should be to fix an imbalance in the franchise. So something, if there's a place where stuff isn't working correctly, that's where you should use new types to fix those problems. If there is a fundamental problem with Pokemon, one of the big ones is probably Psychic and Fairy interaction. Not because of, like, the type chart. That's not the problem. But it's a problem of definitions, because Psychic types are literally supposed to be deities in almost all situations. That's just literally how the Psychic type is created. But so many of the legendaries also are basically fairies. So fairies and Psychic have this, like, co-deity status among them that really is not resolved within the lore. So if there was any changes that need to happen, it's probably around better differentiating what makes a Psychic Pokemon and what makes a Fairy Pokemon.
I'm waiting, like, we've heard confirmation that there might be some new Eevee evolutions, and,
I'd love to fucking see it. Been waiting on it.
a lot of people are thinking it's gonna be a Dragon type.
Yeah.
Or Ghost type.
Well, I think if Loxton's video is correct, and the point of Eevee is to be the special Pokemon, as in, like, not that it's special because it evolves into multiple different things, but that it's a Pokemon who every one of its evolutions only evolves into a type that is a special type. I think Dragon is the last special type left. Because every other type is physical. So, I believe that was the one he specifically expected. If they ever make an Eevee type again, it will be Dragon. Because it's the only non-physical Pokemon that is left.
I know we had only one new Eevee evolution with Sylveon.
Yeah.
But I think, I have a feeling that they're going to release 2. Because they sort of been doing that with Glaceon, Leafeon.
Yeah, they did. Well, it was 3, and then it was 2, and then it was 2, and then it was 1.
So,
yeah.
I hope they don't just do, like, one a generation.
Well,
But-
it's not even been a generation. It's been at this point like 2 generations.
Like, I'm hopeful that they're not going to keep it all special type only. I'm hopeful for it evolves
love to
into
see it.
every type.
Yeah, I'd love to see it, but I don't think it's going to happen. Well, again, even if they did that, it'll never evolve into a normal type. Never. Because there just isn't a reason to. Eevee is already the normal. But, yeah, every other type besides normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. But, yeah.
Like,
that's-
it would be more interesting to see Eevee evolve into a bug type.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen some decent designs for a bug type Eevee.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of decent designs. But no, like, yeah. They get around Eevee being a normal type by doing Eevee evolves into a normal flying type.
Why not?
They're just like, all the birds are already normal flying type. We'll just make it normal flying type too.
Yeah, are there any flying types that are just flying type?
Yes. Some of the birds are actually just flying. They are not normal flying. But it is very rare. So many Pokemon are bundled normal flying.
Yeah, right now with the new generation, it's steel flying.
Or obviously flying with something else. But, like, yeah. There are very few Pokemon that are solo flying. And there are very few of the birds.
Jesus, that's some really bad lag.
Yeah. Oh, the internet actually went out on my phone. Like, it literally went to LTE at one point, and it didn't affect the stream. I was like, oh, God, it's going to be bad.
Yeah, I saw it lag heavily on
Yep.
my end.
Yeah, guys, we will continue to try to stream as long as we can, but if the internet goes out, obviously, the stream's going to be over. Speaking of the stream being over, I'm going to run the second of 2 ads while the internet hopefully calms down. So, we'll be right back.
I mean, I know Father's been having difficulties, like, it lagged pretty much every time I walked into the room on his TV.
Yep.
So I don't know what the deal with the Wi-Fi has been lately. Like, I know it's a little stormy out, like, it was snowing this morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that could be affecting it. But I don't know.
But yeah, it's dropping down to 4.
I saw it go
jumping
to
right back up.
0.
Yeah, but it's basically dropping down to nothing and then jumping right back up. So, and it's happening every like 10 seconds.
That's bad.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do about it, guys.
No. The best I can do is eliminate a device on the internet to help the balance.
Like, even if I turned off...
No, I'll just eliminate my computer.
Yeah, even if I turned off my chat...
Yeah, I wouldn't even try.
I
I'll
think
just eliminate
A-Drive's
that computer.
app takes Wi-Fi.
Yes.
So it wouldn't even matter.
I was doing a little bit better there, but it seems like it's just going to keep doing it, so.
Great.
But yeah, no, because I've gone, okay, so, before I get back to Pokemon, I did want to say, just as a general wrap-up for the talk about Digimon, I've said this many times, and I will say it again. Digimon's problem is that it doesn't have a consistent art design. If Digimon had a more consistent art design, I think more people would care about it.
The other problem I had with Digimon is I know you can't collect all the Digimon.
Yeah, Digimon are not collectible games. They're
No.
RPGs.
And that's why I think Pokemon did better than them. It's
Yes.
like,
Gacha games do better than because people like having all the cool designs.
Jesus Christ, this skip is so bad.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah, that one was real bad. If this keeps up a lot, we might have to just call it, but we'll try not to. But anyways, the
Because this is not an OBS problem. This is just
no,
an internet
this is an internet problem.
problem.
Yeah, it went out on my phone, so it is not an OBS problem. It is not out right now, but I did watch it go out. So, this is an internet problem. I think I'll just, since nobody's here, I'm just gonna disconnect my phone since I don't need it.
Yeah, and I do need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'd have to boot it up on this PC over here, because I can't really see the chat over there.
Yeah, it's not really helping, but better than nothing.
I'm surprised Mr. B or Croc didn't show up today.
Yeah, it's been a pretty dead day, but that's okay.
It's Scorbunny.
To be
Part
fair,
4. They're
Mr.
not
B
gonna
has been
find it.
very tired recently and has been literally like, I'm jumping in to say hi and then going to bed. So, it would not surprise me if he wasn't just straight up exhausted. I don't know what's going on with him. Hopefully nothing too bad.
Well, it is getting towards the end of the year for schooling. So.
That is true. We're getting close to the end of school. So that probably is what's happening.
Yeah, he's probably just getting overworked.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's a teacher. He is by definition overworked.
Yeah.
But especially right
So
now.
I don't.
He's in college finals season, basically. Where it's like, oh god.
But Twitch and YouTube have similar problems where you don't get notified as quickly or as much. Like I don't even know what else you could do with Twitch besides. I don't know if subscribing on Twitch would help any.
It's the thing with Twitch is it's more just assuming your channel has a consistent schedule, which ours does. It's more just know when to show up, basically. There really isn't a better way. Or just watch for Twitter notifications and like stuff like that.
Like we have more or less a consistent schedule, but
Yeah.
we keep streaming later and later, and we gotta stop.
Again, we've pretty much walled ourselves at like we don't go past this point. So like I wouldn't say we've gone back too far. Like we are now pretty consistently starting at 9:30 to 10. So which
Like,
is about which is our start time.
We
so.
did start on time tonight, and
Yes.
I was really happy that we did.
Yeah, so
because
it's like
you know
we've-
it's a 3-hour stream.
Yeah, exactly.
That time
So-
it magnitude to the Pokédex.
Yeah.
And I'd rather it do the Pokédex because it's not a loading screen.
Yeah, it's getting real bad. But anyways, yeah, so... But going back to talking about the egg groups, since staring at this is just going to make me sad. Yeah. Because that was... I don't think I've ever actually talked about, or I don't think I've talked much about, the actual changes that I made to egg groups. Because I know I've talked about that I did it, but I don't think I've gone into much detail.
Like, I know you've separated them out.
Yeah.
I think you've...
I've vaguely
we-
described it.
We have talked about this
Yes.
before.
Yeah,
Several
but-
times.
Yes, I know. we keep going back to it, and so I talk about it because there's probably people who haven't heard this before. So, but no, yeah, the big things, and a lot of this work was pre-done. So I don't want to take full credit on this because a lot of this work was pulled from another person's document where they went through and did some egg group work for all of up to Gen. I think at that point it was up to Gen 6 or 7. I think it was up to Gen 6, but it may have been 7. Not certain. Unclear. And then so I had to add a whole generation of Pokemon, and I also went back and redid it. So like I literally had a list of like what the other person had, what Pokemon had, and then I was like comparing and contrasting lore details from the Pokemon, or from like Pokemon, and getting information about the Pokemon that way to get certain egg groups. And I've even since like redone some of my, because I also did some type work, but some of that I've even redone because of like lore videos other people have done talking about this is why this Pokemon has these types, and this is why these Pokemon have these certain things about them. So that's, lore videos are actually very interesting when you get down into them. Because, yeah, the Pokemon Company obviously knows why they do certain things. But there are some decisions they make that are bad. Like, again, the Pokemon Company's egg groups are not that good. I still cannot believe they finally retyped something. They have, up until Gardevoir, just this last generation, they have never re-egg grouped anything. It has always been what they put is what it stays.
It was the fairy type Pokemon.
Yeah, when they added some into the fairy, or when they introduced that and they retyped some people, it was like, oh fucking finally. So, but yeah, the egg groups in Pokemon are not their strong suit. So like the main thing I did was just change the names. One of the biggest changes was literally just changing the names from being like very generic names to being like actual like taxonomy names of like, these are plants. These are like, instead of, because literally how they name them in the game is Water 1, Water 2, Water 3. And they give these very generic names that are not, like, that are not even scientific words. So it's like, most of it was literally just being like, okay, here's what Water 1 means. It's, I think Water 1 is fish. One of them is invertebrates. One of them is amphibians. I think it's Water 3 is amphibians.
Yeah.
So the first main change was literally just renaming them all. So that they were all like, these are all the fish Pokemon. These are all the reptiles. These are all the bugs. These are all the minerals. Because, I mean, there isn't really a taxonomy for rocks. Because rocks aren't technically alive, but in the Pokemon universe, they are. So, minerals. Here's a taxonomy group for the humanoids. Here's the taxonomy for mammals, because field doesn't make any sense. What the fuck do you call it field? So a lot of it was just renaming them.
I think they call it field because
You find them in a field. Like,
more like field biology.
yes, but again, if that's the argument, that it's field biology, then why aren't all the words biological words? Why would you call them water 1, 2, and 3 instead of
The other thing I
fish?
can think of is like a farm.
Yeah.
Like instead of it calling it a farm egg group, they called it the field egg group.
Yeah. No, yeah. But again, the field egg group is the largest egg group. Because it's all the mammals.
But yeah.
So, main thing was doing that. After renaming them, I just made sure that everything in those egg groups was consistent with that name. Because there were some... For example, guys, there's a lot of Pokemon in the Water 3 egg group, which is amphibians. It is even the Pokemon companies, or even Bulbapedia and all the sites describe it as these are mostly amphibians. Or sorry, it's an egg group for amphibians that also contains a lot of other things because they don't want their Pokemon to not have enough egg group Pokemon. And yeah, that is the case. If you actually remove a lot of Pokemon from Water 3 that are not supposed to be Water 3, there is 30-some Pokemon in it. It is one of the smaller egg groups. Not the smallest, but it's on the lower end. Because they put in a lot of things in there, not because they're actually amphibians, but because they wanted to make egg groups work in the way they wanted it to. So yeah, a lot of it was just changing things that were not correct and were only there for in-game mechanical reasons. And then after that, it actually got down to the fun part, which I say fun, because obviously retyping everything was fun. I've talked on camera before about how I spent several days arguing with somebody. And by arguing, I mean having spirited discussions, where we actually went through what counted as a humanoid Pokemon for quite a long time. And again, as a reminder to everyone, Gardevoir is still in that egg group.
Yep.
So, yeah. So, yeah, it was fun going through all that. But the actual fun parts, well, or not even fun, the parts that I enjoyed the most, beyond that, was going through and deciding where new egg groups needed to exist, and where old groups needed to stop existing.
God damn it! Got one too many.
Yeah. Because, yeah, one of the egg groups, because, the main egg group I removed was the monster egg group. Because I literally removed 2 egg groups and added 2 egg groups. So, the egg groups that I removed were the amorphous egg group, because it's literally just an egg group describing that things are blobs. It was not a good group. Not that it was not the worst group, but it was not a very good group.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. And then throwing out the monster egg group. There are only a couple changes that I would say the Pokemon Company absolutely needs to make when it comes to their egg groups. One of them is get rid of the monster egg group. Every Pokemon is a monster. The word mon in Pokemon stands for monster.
Dumbass.
Every single Pokemon should be in the monster egg group. It's it is the fucking stupidest name of the stupidest group. And what they mean by monster is kaiju. That's what they fundamentally mean by it. They mean, oh, it's supposed to be these giant creatures that are like Godzilla. Which would be a better name, honestly. Just change it to the kaiju egg group. But, yeah, no. Just throw that egg group out.
By the way, we're at 500 eggs. And
There we go.
we
Finally.
well, we've been at 500 eggs
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
while, but
But, yeah. Most of what's in the monster egg group is just reptiles that aren't reptiles. Or that don't want to be called reptiles. So, yeah. Throwing those out, we're putting those into the reptile egg group and getting rid of the monster egg group was a great joy for me. Now, to be fair, and I will... This is a self-criticism. I did not look at the Japanese translations to confirm that the egg groups specifically do still mean the same thing as they do in English. So, if there are any egg groups that are more... Or at least I don't remember doing this. I might have, but I'm pretty sure I didn't.
excuse me.
So, if the Japanese egg groups mean something very specific that isn't easily translated into English...
Jesus Christ,
like
woman,
the
give me
monster
an
egg group
egg.
actually just meaning kaiju,
I'm gonna hatch the egg before.
that
she
still would
gets-
not mean I would want to keep it, but I would at least understand it better.
I'm gonna hatch the egg before she gets me another egg.
Yep.
Like, this is ridiculous.
How is it you know that she has a new egg?
She does an animation
Interesting. I've never actually noticed.
right there.
No. But yeah, so those are the egg groups I removed. And I know I've talked about the fact that I removed some of the Pokemon from the special egg group that should be breedable. Because I did... Yeah, it wasn't that much farther off. Because I did keep the special egg group guys. So it's like, even though I do think every Pokemon should be able to breed, but I did actually keep the special egg group. Because my policy was that in order to best keep with the lore of the games and the anime, the only Pokemon that should be able to breed with Legendary should be Mew, and nothing else. Not even Ditto.
Yeah, Mew is the Ditto for Legendaries.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's a valid way of preventing, of like having an in-lore reason why Legendaries don't breed, is because you can't get Mew. Or you're not supposed to be able to get Mew. You can in the new games, because they just give them to you, but technically you don't ever normally get Mew in the game.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, no, the egg groups I added, because there were 2 main egg groups that I added. Actually, I think I added 3 egg groups. Yeah, I added 3 egg groups. So I removed 2 and added 3. So there is actually an extra egg group now. Because I added an egg group for all artificial Pokemon. So anything that is like a human-made Pokemon in lore, or supposed to be, is in that egg group. I added the other main egg group, the other change that Nintendo should absolutely make when it comes to their egg groups is Field 2. Literally add just not, like, all mammals that are not carnivore. Anything that is not a cat, a dog, or a fox, or I think even weasels. Like, anything that is not like cat, dogs, and foxes, put in its own fucking egg group. Because that removes all your fucking weird egg group conditions where Skitty and Wailord can breed, which they can't anymore. And Seviper and Zangoose, which can't breed anymore. And any of the weird ones that everyone talks about go away if you just make a Field 2 egg group. Make Field 2. And then don't call it Field 2. Rename all your egg groups because the names are stupid. But make a Field 2 and then get rid of Monster. Those are the 2 changes that they desperately should make. But yeah, so I added an artificial egg group for all the Pokemon that are artificial Pokemon, which means that in theory they could actually breed. Although I don't... In current lore, the artificial Pokemon can't actually breed with anything but Ditto, which is weird. Which I just eliminated by saying that... Because most of the artificial Pokemon are genderless.
Yeah.
So, I just made the policy of saying that no, every Pokemon is gendered. I think I did it both ways. I think I said that every Pokemon was gendered, and even genderless Pokemon could breed with other genderless Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I made that decision first. I was like, genderless Pokemon can breed with each other. But then I was like, okay, but you still can't egg group out of the artificial egg group. So then I just made the ultimate decision of every Pokemon as gender. Just we're cutting the entire genderless concept. So that means all the legendaries actually have genders.
Okay.
So Meloetta, finally female.
Yeah. But yes.
And then the only other egg group I added was the spiritual egg group, which I just added for Pokemon like, I'm trying to think of big ones off the top of my head that were added in there.
Darkrai.
No, I didn't. Again, I didn't egg group any legendaries. They're only in special. But it was mainly for Pokemon like, I want to say it was for a lot of ghosts, basically.
Okay.
So lots of spirits. But I can't, off the top of my head, remember what I threw in there. I know that, I think the way that we described it was that it was a lot of ghosts, but it was also specifically things that were based on yokai. Or not specifically yokai, but like mystical, like,
beings.
yeah, mystical beings and stuff.
Um,
Which is probably where I created some inconsistencies in Pokemon, but yeah, whatever.
yeah, so speaking about preparing Shield for like EXP candies and like money, I like how, okay, so how I get money so quickly is because I looked up how to farm money really, really quickly.
Yep.
And I got an Austin John video. And he showed me the Watts luxury ball for money
Yep.
thing. And he's like, yeah, people, if you are, like, past the champion, you shouldn't do this. I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna do this regardless of what you say. You don't control me.
Bitch, I don't know your life. Or you don't know my life.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna abuse the fuck out of that. Like, I need money quickly.
Yeah.
Especially since I'm buying literally every clothing in the store because I can.
Yeah.
And honestly, I found a better method than what Austin John did.
Yeah.
Like, well, I also do the Austin John method on top of it. Like, all the rewards I get, like the TRs that you get from raids,
Yep.
I sell those.
Yeah.
Those go for a shit ton of money. Like, say you got 20 TRs of Hydro Pump,
Yeah.
that could go for like 500,000 Pokecoins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then, with all the watts I'm collecting from going around, you know, passing raid dens, on top of that, I'm making millions of Pokecoins.
Yep.
I got another extra fucking egg. But yeah, off the method I'm doing, like, it takes me a little while, but I make around 2 million Pokecoins every time.
Yep.
Like, basically how I'm doing it is I play Pokemon Shield for like a week.
Yep.
And then by the end of that week, I sell everything except the candies, because that's the thing I need. Though I've been only using XL candies, but I don't have enough to where I can sell the rest.
Yep.
And I don't know if I want to sell the rest. I've thought about it, because, well, like, the XL candies, like, they go for a shit ton of money, too.
Yep.
Like, it goes for 1,500,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. To sell all my current XL candies.
Yep.
So, selling candies also makes you a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Probably more than Luxury Ball, but...
Yep. So yeah, for the spiritual egg group, it is mostly ghosts. But it's also things like, let me ignore the Gen 2, beta Pokemon that I re-added. So it also includes things like Cast Form, which is literally a Teru Teru Bozu, which is supposed to, like, prevent bad weather.
Yes.
It includes things like Ninetales, the Pokemon who you pull its tail and you die. Or you touch its tail and you die, specifically.
Jesus.
Okay, so this Pokemon is incorrectly in here. One of the ones in here is Fennekin, which I have as Mammal 1 and Humanoid, so I'm not sure why it's in this list. Because it very clearly is not spiritual. And I don't remember why it would have been.
Because it evolves into a witch.
Yeah, that'd be true. We moved it out because we determined that we were like, okay, well, it's humanoid, and it's mammal, and it could be spiritual, and we determined that it was the spiritual that was the lowest of the three. So we were like, we're throwing it out. Chimecho's in here because I believe it's like the Bells of Death or something. I don't remember. There was some lore reason why Chingling was in spiritual. Rotom's only artificial, so I don't know why that's in here either.
Ask not for whom the bell tolls, it tolls for thee.
It tolls for thee.
Like, that is that is quickly becoming one of my favorite quotes.
It's a very nice quote. Gardevoir's in there.
Yeah, you hug it and you die.
Yeah. Well, that's not the reason, but I don't remember the reason off the top of my head. But yeah, that one's also in there. Dunsparce is in there, but I can't... That might have something to do with the fact that I added its evolution in from...
Yes. I remember
from Uranium. So that could be a... That might be a special thing. Munna and Masharna in there because of, like, the dream stuff.
Yep.
And yeah, most of the rest of the stuff is ghost stuff, or Xatu.
Yeah, Xatu is...
Yeah.
It's Native American culture.
It's a psychic.
Yes.
Yeah, surprisingly, a lot of psychics didn't get in. There aren't, like, a huge amount of psychic Pokemon that made it in spiritual. Unless they're also ghost. But some of them did. So yeah, it's sort of the psychic and ghost egg group.
Whoa, egg hatch one after another.
There you go.
Hey, that's some perfect hatching right now.
Yeah.
I wonder if anybody has had it to where all their eggs hatched at once. Literally all of them.
Yep.
That'd be awesome. I've not had that happen yet. I think the most I've ever had was like 3 in a row.
Yeah. I'm starting to get sick and tired of these fucking sites constantly changing their damn images, so I keep going back to my list and it's broken all the fucking images because they're, you know, not correct anymore. Because they just change the names of all their links. It's like, God damn it, people, just stop changing the names of your links. I'm probably, the next time I go through and fix this, I'm probably just going to download every goddamn image myself and pull it onto my own drive and link it there. Because I'm just sick and tired of it breaking.
Yeah. Oh, by the way. So, I know we had an episode in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee where I showed off all my Pokemon Home Shinies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to link that to... I'm not going to link every Pokemon, but I'm just going to say, basically, like, all shiny Pokemon first appearance.
Yeah.
Start here.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to link that video to everything that doesn't have a link.
Uh-huh.
God, that's going to be fun to put in the compilation video.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm even gonna edit it. I'm literally just gonna take it out of the stream and just put it in.
Definitely hitting the like collapsing part of the evening where I'm just like I feel dead.
Well, we only got what 30 more minutes.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe I'll get the shiny. I haven't had a shiny that I haven't got at like the end of the video for a while.
Yeah.
Like I've got them consistently, pretty much on time.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of time, we've been going at it for Scorbunny for 8 hours.
Yeah. That can't be right. This is like part 4, isn't it?
Yeah, this is part 4.
So then it's 12 hours. Literally, we've had at least 3 dedicated streams to this where it was nothing but this. So it has to have been about 9 hours there.
Well, I don't think we went full 3 hours for one of the videos, I'm pretty sure.
Even still, that should be 8 hours just in those videos. It's literally impossible, but
Yeah,
just 8
unless the
hours.
timer wasn't going for one of the videos, which is impossible.
Yeah.
Because literally, I can't use the counter unless the timer is going.
That doesn't make any sense then.
Well, it has a millisecond counter if it makes you happy.
No.
And a millisecond counter is sort of slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have think a millisecond counter would be... Yeah, the millisecond counter is way too slow.
Sure it's not just a second counter?
Yes. Because there's 2 counters that are 2-second counters. Like, it's not even at 43 seconds yet. Like, a millisecond counter goes way quicker than what...
Yeah, that's why I assumed it was a second. Because it's not like second, minutes, hours.
Yeah, it has hours, minutes, seconds, seconds. So I'm guessing that's a millisecond.
Could be a centisecond counter.
Wait, what the shit? I don't know. This is a weird counter. Why am I in the grass?
No. Okay, so that's an hour, minute, second counter. This is total time. So when you pause, it'll update that. This is this stream. No, that doesn't make sense. It's 1 minute 30. What? I don't fucking know.
Now let me see if I pause it.
Yeah, something's wrong with that timer.
I think it started a second counter.
Yeah, something's wrong with that timer.
Yeah, I think there's more than one counter on this video. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Not video, this hunt.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
I mean, look, we have an accurate timer called the length of the video. I mean, it's off by like maybe 5 minutes each video for intros and stuff, but like.
Oh, there we go. What? Okay, it's so weird how it does this counter. So it counts up to like 2 minutes and then adds it to the...
Oh, that's goddamn weird.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense!
I don't think the stream has been lagging.
No, I just reset it to see the drop frame counter more accurately.
So I think whatever trouble it's having is gone, so that's good. Like, I haven't noticed that it's been going to red or yellow.
It's actually technically anti-dropping frames. It's adding extra frames. It's supposed to go up 60 frames every second. It's currently going up. It went up an extra 3 frames. Now it's up an extra 4 frames, actually. That's weird.
Yeah, I can't wait till after.
Apparently, we're getting 61 frames a second every so often.
Yeah, I can't wait till after the stream because I'm gonna get a hot shower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want me in my hot shower. I've been fucking cold all day. Yeah, I can't wait to change the time of our shiny hunt streams when we move out.
Yeah, well, again, that's...
Again,
we'll see.
the earliest we could do is when you get home.
Yeah. Again, it all depends on schedules and such. But we'll see about changing our stream time.
Yeah,
That's a later thing. Right now, we are not changing a thing. Yeah, you can tell that it's late for us guys because we just start to run out of steam.
I am still decently awake, but I've just run out of things to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, the things that I was talking about was the only thing keeping me awake. I've pushed through the tiredness by talking.
Yeah, besides Pokepark, like, what other, like, side games that we should probably have on... Well,
Side games? Are you just talking Pokemon? Or are you talking side games of anything?
we haven't even done Mystery Dungeon yet.
No. That's what I'm saying. But are you talking side games from any franchise or just Pokemon?
I guess any franchise, like...
Because, yeah, like...
We haven't done too many side games.
No. Well... There aren't a lot of franchises that have side games that are necessarily notable. Like, most games, their side games are similar enough to their main games that you don't really think about it as a side game.
Yeah, like Resident Evil, that's probably one of them.
Yeah, Resident Evil has a lot of, like, non-numbered games that aren't really technically side games.
But it's a part of the main timeline.
Yeah,
my
so it's
understanding.
Yeah, it's weird. So, yeah, the way I define a side game is a side game if it's a different kind of game. So, like, none of the Resident Evil games are side games, no matter how main timeline they are, because they're all the same type of game.
Yeah, I don't know if you're interested in playing, like, the Sonic racing games with cars.
Yeah, that's a side game. I mean, I'm fine playing it.
Like, it's just Mario Kart
Yeah,
with
it's just
Sonic.
Mario Kart. Yeah. So it's like, it's fine.
But speaking of, like, side games...
But yeah, like, there's Mario Kart.
Yeah, side games that involve karts, like, I refuse to play the Crash game.
Yeah, no. Absolutely not. No.
Well, specifically CTR. There is one Crash racing game that I fucking love, and that's Tag Team Racing. I know it's CTR, but it's not CTR.
Yeah, it's the well, wasn't it the sequel to the original Crash Racing? Like, Tag Team Racing is not... CTR is not based on Tag Team Racing, right? It was based on a previous game.
Crash Tag Team Racing started out as their version of Mario Kart,
right?
In a way, but it didn't have the Mario Kart feel to it. It's just straight racing, like Burnout.
Yeah, exactly.
But Crash Tag Team Racing was basically Mario Kart. But
I thought that there were 3 Crash Racing games. There's CTR, Tag Team Racing, and another one, but I can't remember.
No, they only have CTR and Crash Tag Team Racing.
No.
CTR was just remade.
Okay, then yeah. No, there's no reason you should ever play CTR.
And I don't know why they remade CTR and not Crash Tag Team Racing.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna look that up. I swear that there's a game we're forgetting. But
look, if there's a third racing game, I don't know about it.
Yeah, but again, in terms of like,
in terms of games that we should play, yeah, there's obviously like Mystery Dungeon.
And Pokepark.
Yeah, there's obviously Pokemon Ranger.
Yep.
I don't know how we're gonna play those, but I'm interested in playing them. But
I think all of the Ranger games are on Wii U.
interesting.
And I'm getting them because that's how we're going to play them for the channel.
Yep. But outside of that, there's a lot of games that are like, trying to think of all the Mario side games off the top of my head.
One side game that I really want to play, and it actually is another racing game, is Mater National. That's a Cars game.
Yeah.
Like we've had Cars 1, 2, and 3 games.
Yep.
Well, third game's weird. It's not called Cars 3. Well, it is, but it's Cars 3 and then another name. Probably to differentiate from the movie a little bit.
Yep.
But they actually had a side game called Mater National, and I think it was better than the first game. Like, I think Mater National was mainly races, and oh my god, it was so good.
Yeah, no, I was right. Okay, here we go. So yeah, so there's like, okay, so there was a Crash Team Racing game, which was the original racing game. So they're like not Crash Tag Team Racing, Crash Team Racing.
Crash Team Racing.
Yes. That was made in '99.
Did that have a story? Was it 3D, 2D?
No clue. I'm just looking at the list of all games.
Crash Team Racing.
Yeah.
Then Crash Tag Team Racing must be a sequel to that.
Nope. Then
No?
there was Crash Nitro Kart. And this again, the first one came out on PlayStation. This one came out on PlayStation 2 and Xbox and GameCube and Game Boy Advance. It was released on like literally every platform, including mobile and the N-Gage, whatever the fuck that was. This thing was released on every goddamn platform. Then there was Crash Tag Team Racing. Then there was CTR, which is a remake of Crash Team Racing, not Tag Team.
Oh, okay.
So Tag Team Racing is basically the sequel to, was the sequel to Crash Team Racing, and CTR is the remake of Crash Team Racing.
And then they remade it again.
Well, no. They haven't made another game since then. CTR is the latest game.
Well, CTR got a PS5 or release.
It has a PS4 release. It does not have a PS5 release.
Okay.
It's just the PS5 port thing.
Yes.
But yeah, they also did rename it technically, because it's no longer CTR. It is Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. So they got rid of the CTR bit.
Yeah, so they did rename it.
Yeah, they renamed it, but it's not.
Yeah, because, guys, Crash Tag Team Racing is not just all races.
Yeah.
And that's what I didn't want with a Crash Kart game, which is CTR, which is just all races.
Yeah.
Crash Tag Team Racing, it's a theme park game as well as a racing game. Like, it has its own story. It has its own campaign. And it doesn't involve a lot of racing.
Yep.
Like, it involves the style of gaming that I'm used to in Crash of the Titans.
Yeah.
Like, that kind of gaming. It's an RPG.
Yeah.
I fucking love that.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, otherwise,
I guess that says a lot about me because I just don't like games without a story. And Burnout is like one of my only exceptions because I love the fucking racing in that game. It's so good. I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't like a lot of what I define as like childlike video games like Mario and stuff like that. I like the real kind of racing, which is what Burnout is.
Yeah.
Burnout is just Demolition Derby but a race.
Yeah. And see, I don't like a lot of realistic video games. I just don't like the kind of games that's just like, oh yeah, let me just go get a gun and just shoot somebody like I would if I was, going in a literal war. If you want me to play those kind of games, I'd rather play Splatoon. So.
Yeah, and like I like Splatoon for like shooting game, like
But it's
I
like
like
so
what they
yeah,
did with
if I'm doing a racing game, I'd rather do something like Mario Kart.
But yeah, it's specifically racing for me that I'm just like, I'm more realistic.
Yeah.
Anything else? I mean, shooting games to an extent, but I did like what they did with Splatoon, like I said, so.
Yeah. But yeah,
Splatoon is an exception.
I'm trying to think of other big franchises that have side games that I can really think of. Ignoring Pokemon.
I think Digimon does, but
Yeah,
I don't know
enough
about them.
I don't know enough
Yeah.
about Digimon's franchise to know what would be a side game for it.
I know that one racing game on GBA was.
Well, that's fair.
But we're not playing that one.
But yeah, ignoring Pokemon, ignoring Mario, which does have Mario Party, and Mario
Dragon Ball.
Kart.
Dragon Ball. I know I'm going to do Dragon Ball
I
Fusions.
guess okay, actually Mario and Luigi,
Yes.
that franchise,
Yes, Mario
that
and
is
Luigi.
technically the
and
side series.
Paper Mario.
And Paper Mario, but we've already got a Paper Mario game on the channel, so like it feels. I'm trying not to include things that are already on the channel.
Yes. Yeah, Captain Toad.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that counts as a side game.
It's a spin-off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's basically its own mini franchise. Which, have they ever made a second one of those games?
Captain Toad?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was Captain Toad 1, and I'm pretty sure Treasure Tracker was 2.
Well, yeah, but I thought that Treasure Tracker contained the entire first game in it. It was like an expansion.
No.
I don't know.
I only know it exists because you have it. I don't know. Does Sims have side games? I'm not.
Not really. I mean, they don't have games.
I mean, they have bundles and such with some of their newer games. Like, they have Star Wars bundle. Like, I do have a Sims game. I have Sims 4. I haven't played it yet. I really should. Like.
No, the Treasure Tracker is the original game.
Oh, it is?
There isn't actually an original one.
I thought there was a first. I could have
Nope.
swore.
No, there was a Wii U version, and then there was the Switch version, which is a port of the Wii U version.
Wait, there's a Switch version now? I
Yeah.
thought there was only a Wii U one.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Yeah, shows what I know.
Yeah.
I guess Yoshi did technically count as a side
Yoshi,
game.
yeah, Yoshi was a spin-off. A lot of franchises started out as spin-off games to other franchises. So
Yeah, like
Yoshi
Donkey
is its
Kong.
own franchise.
Like
Yeah, Donkey Kong is fundamentally a different franchise now.
Fire Emblem does have them, and so does Zelda.
Fire Emblem Warriors is and Zelda Warriors are technically spin-off games. So those would be, yeah.
Well, like, how much of Zelda is, like, main series? Like, I know they have a lot of side games.
Well, again, like,
Or is all of it main?
all of its main, because they just have a triune timeline. So it's like it has 3 different timelines, but they're all the main timeline.
Okay.
There isn't, none of them are side timelines.
And Breath of the Wild is when they merge back.
Breath of the Wild is technically not on any timeline, so at the moment it's the side game. Um,
Yeah. Okay.
The only the reason why I say that it's on the merge timeline is because that's the only way to explain why characters from all three timelines appear in both the lore of and actually shown in Breath of the Wild.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, unless they just weren't shown in the past games, like the bird people and the.
No, it's actually impossible. For the Rito specifically, the Rito are not a different species. The Rito are Zora. The Rito only exist because in the Wind Waker universe, when the goddesses flooded the planet, they didn't want to make the Zora all-powerful. They didn't want the Zora to become like the dominant species on the planet. And if you flood the whole world, they would be. So their way of preventing them from being the dominant species on the planet over the Hylians was to make them birds.
Like they evolved them in a way.
Yeah. So the goddess literally transformed the Rito or the Zora into the Rito. So the Rito are the Zora. So there are no Zoras in the Wind Waker timeline, and there are only Ritos. And Ritos only appear in that timeline because they were literally created by the goddess. So it's impossible they exist anywhere else. So the fact that in Breath of the Wild, the Zora and the Rito exist at the same time is impossible. It just can't have happened. So, like, that's the only explanation for why they both exist. And also, yeah, there was another reason, and I can't remember why. Technically, because the Twilight Princess does not exist on the same timeline as,
Wind Waker.
No, that's a different timeline as well. And the Majora's Mask is on the same timeline as Twilight Princess.
Yes. Like,
So-
Twilight Princess is technically the sequel to Majora's Mask, right?
It's on the same timeline, but it's not technically the same.
It's not the same Link, but...
No, yeah. But the Link from Twilight Princess, the specter that teaches you how to be Link in Twilight Princess is the Ocarina of Time / Majora's Mask Link. So, we got 7 minutes.
Wait, that is the Link just grown up?
No. Not the character you're playing as. The skeleton creature that teaches you how to do all the techniques, that is Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time's Link.
That's
That
true.
is the dead Link from the past. Well, not Link to the Past.
Like,
but
has that been proven?
yes, I think they literally they confirmed it in the Hyrule Historia that is Link. That is like a past Link, and I'm 99% certain they specifically
So
confirmed
he just
that it is
gained
that
a
Link.
voice?
Yeah, so in that universe, that skeleton can talk. So, once Link's dead, he can talk as much as he wants, but while he's alive, he's not allowed to say shit.
Uh-huh. He just throws his thumbs up your way.
It could just be part of the curse placed on Link, because the first Link didn't talk. None of them are allowed to talk.
until they die.
Yeah. Yeah, I do have the sequel to the Hyrule Historia over there, so I could confirm that, but they don't care
Yeah,
to
the
right now.
encyclopedia.
Yeah. Which is the third book in the trilogy, which, hilariously, the third book actually made corrections to the Hyrule Historia, because it literally contradicted the Hyrule Historia. So it's like, the third book literally says, ignore this stuff from the first book. It's wrong. Because they redid the timeline, where they moved some games around.
Yeah, like, I also have that encyclopedia because I saw it at Walmart one day. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting that.
Yep.
Like, it's not so much as a like a guidebook, but like it helps me to like understand some characters like Agatha.
Yeah.
Like, I was interested to know her story.
Yeah.
And plus, it's a really fucking nice book.
Yes, they are very nice books. But yeah, I can confirm to you the, let me find where this is. Because the encyclopedia goes into talking about all the games and the historical records, and it talks about all the races and stuff. So it talks about Link, it talks about Ganondorf, and, all that. It talks about the Sacred Realm, the Temple of Time. It talks about Hyrule and Lowrule.
Low Rule is Phantom Hourglass Light.
No.
What is Low Rule? Which game is that?
So, Link Between Worlds.
Oh, okay.
It replaces
Right.
the Dark World.
So when do you think Midna's gonna come back? Do you think it's gonna be in the Breath of the Wild trilogy?
I'd love to see it.
That's, I think they're gonna have a Breath of the Wild trilogy. I just feel it.
Yeah.
Like, since it's gonna have a direct sequel, it's like, well, might as well make another one.
Yeah, I really hope not.
They make Twilight Princess 2.
I still wouldn't be happy with it. Not even pandering to me would make me happy with it.
Twilight Princess, the re-release.
Yeah, by the way, this book did actually confirm that the Link from Link... In order for the Nintendo to justify the fact that Triforce Heroes is a mainline canon game, the Hyrule Encyclopedia confirms that the Link in Triforce Heroes is actually really Link, just hiding the fact that he's Link. Because the whole game is about how, like, he's not really Link, and you're not the real hero, and there's, like, all these people that just pretend to be Link. But because they wanted to make that a main series game for some ungodly reason, they did confirm that is Link. It's fucking stupid, but it is
It's
Link.
a main...
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Again, Hyrule Warriors, not a mainline game, even though it gives more of a shit about the franchise. Triforce Heroes,
Does the
main...
encyclopedia even talk about warriors?
No.
My
So, because it's
God.
not a mainline game. But Triforce Heroes, there's a section on that. Let's talk about that shit. Hytopia, the fashion-forward kingdom.
I don't even know if we'll play it.
No. I'll just be straight up honest. We are never playing that game. It is garbage and worthless.
Like, I might buy it just to have the option for us to play it, but... Well, specifically to play it 2-player. But... Like, I'll buy in support of this franchise, but I'm probably not gonna play it myself. It's just, no. Like, again, it's just Mystery Dungeon, but Zelda. I'm like, I'd rather play Mystery Dungeon. Like,
Yeah, but let me get back into the Rito, because it does talk about the Rito in here. There's the Kokiri.
how much longer we got?
That's a good question. We have less than a minute.
Alright. I think we'll call it there then.
Yeah.
Because I think that was the end of that batch.
Yeah, the Rito are evolved Zora.
Which, here's the funny thing. The Rito cannot fly from birth. They are granted the ability to fly from Valoo,
Blue.
the dragon in Wind Waker.
Oh.
Like, they are not they are not able to fly until they are granted the right to.
I think they retcon
Then
that.
then they probably retconned it in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, they did.
Which I think this book actually contains. So they then they wrote it in this book, but then they retconned it.
Okay, guys, because I just finished a batch of eggs, like, right at that literal last second, I'm not gonna do another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was pretty much perfect timing.
Yep.
Okay, guys,
Couldn't possibly get any
we
better.
are ending the stream at 550 exactly eggs. So that is going to be it for today's episode. We didn't find the shiny, oh well. So like and subscribe to your YouTube and Twitch. Comment to your videos. We do read them. Follow on Twitch. This hunt is going to be in like the 10s. Like it's going to be similar to Grookey, guys. We'll see you guys in the next shiny hunt. Goodbye.
Good night, everyone.